Okay. Just making sure that I'm live wherever I need to be live. Welcome, everybody to the Overthinking Football Show. My name is Joseph Mokwena. I'm your host, and this is the show, of course, where we love, South African football. We love South African football. We love African football. And we're back in South Africa for a game between TS Galaxy and Kaizer Chiefs. TS Galaxy, of course, losing their coach, Rambovic, to Young Africans. And then, of course, his assistant, Adnan Peganovic, has taken over. He's been able to get 3 wins in his time as the TS Galaxy coach. And he's guided them up to 13th place from a time when they were at the bottom of the league. TS Galaxy, of course, 13th. 9 games played, 2 wins, 3 draws, and 4 losses. 8 goals scored and 10 conceded for a grand total of 9 points. On the other hand, you have a Tunisian who's in charge of Kaizer Chiefs, Nezreddin Nabi, who has guided Kaizer Chiefs to number 9 in the log in 8 games, 3 wins, 2 draws, 3 losses, 12 goals scored, 12 goals conceded, and then also 11 points in total for Kaizer Chiefs right now in the last 5 games that Kaizer Chiefs has played. They have 2 losses, 2 draws, and a win. Their last game out was a loss to Polokwane City 2-0. And then, of course, before that, they had a 2-2 draw with Royal Andile Mpisane. Then, of course, TS Galaxy, last game out was a 1-0 win versus Amazulu. Then before that, they drew with Polokwane City 1-1. The game is being played in Mbombela. The last 5 times that these teams have met each other, you're going to be shocked. Chiefs has no wins versus TS Galaxy. There's been 4 draws and 1 TS Galaxy win. The last time we saw them out was on the 7th of May, 2024, when Kaizer Chiefs drew 2-2 with TS Galaxy. I believe Velase was very important in that game. He makes in the starting lineup, as well as who's gone on to create a name for himself over there at TS Galaxy after not being given a chance to do that at Kaizer Chiefs. So let's see how the game's going to pan out. The starting lineups are Tape in goal, Sibilibili, Mahlangu Ndabane, Gavin Velase Mkaka, Tichejane, Letswalo, the other Mahlangu, and Zajmovic. That's the starting lineup for TS Galaxy. Then, of course, Kaizer Chiefs. Kaizer Chiefs has Vuma Frosla, Miguel, Dotli Ditokwe, Mart Mtetwa, Blom, Duba, Shabalala, and Duprise in as the lineup for Kaizer Chiefs. Very, very interesting. Vuma makes it back. Obviously, we've spoken about the goalkeeping situation at Kaizer Chiefs, and we've said that, hey, have they really improved, or are they just bringing people in jail for the fun of it? So Vuma has made it back in over Ntwari and Peterson. Then, of course, you have Frosla, Miguel, Dotli, and Ditokwe. I see the 40. Hey, almost a goal there by TS Galaxy. So you've got 4 defenders plus Blom, which is so interesting. I understand it. When you think of it, you look at it and you say, one of the guys will have to play on the wing. It looks like a 4-4-2 according to what Supersport showed us here. So Blom will have to take one of the wings or come inside and play with Umtetwa. But then does Duba and Shabalala push out wide? How does that affect the game? Do you want Blom to do more defensive duty even though there's 4 at the back? It's very interesting. And of course, we're doing this because Cross is out. So you don't want Ditokwe running up and down too much as a left back. You probably want him to be more center back and stay. So that's going to be very interesting to look out for. In this game. Prosla makes it back after his suspension. And then we see if Duprise can combine, man. I get Kushiu Sirino as he's injured. That's another thing that we have to look at as the creative hub, as the mind of the Kaizer Chiefs. So what's going to happen? Okay, let's see who's here. Korani, welcome. Sundowns News, welcome. Tabang, you're welcome. Kosi. Wahib says, but surprised there's been a tight match over the past 6 matches. Says Wahib. Going to see a very surprise result for TS Galaxy. Now they brought in Uvuma, says LS Mashaba. If we see TT sit like the second half of last game, we'll have better cover. That's the part that's interesting to me, because even though last game he came in and he had cover from Opotsane on that side, when Polokwane City scored that goal, Nairi Tokwe had pushed all the way up, right? So we're going to see, I guess, a more defensively sound Kaizer Chiefs, or they should be. You know, they should have the 4 defenders with the two central CDMs in front of them, and the wings, the 2 wings, able to cover them. Like over there, I think that's Duba chasing. I believe that was Duba chasing on that side, where maybe you'll see them a bit more defensively sound. But you're probably not going to see too much going forward. You're not going to see too much by way of attacking from the Kaizer Chiefs today, or it's going to be very messy. But it does look like Uti Priest is up by himself. Shabalala is probably going to drop into that 10 position more than anything. Let's see what Mart can do with some help. Hebanna, that's the second time he's lost the ball there. That's the second time, Miguel. The laptop. Who freezali the laptop? Oh man, what is Miguel doing giving away the ball? One of the big problems we had last week versus Polokwane was that Mtetwa was the one who was getting the ball and giving it directly to the opposition. Look at the TS Galaxy. They don't even have to move around. They're just waiting for us to play the ball out, and they just go win it in the middle because nobody's coming back. Nobody's coming back to pick up the ball. How? I think it's a 4-1-4-1. Yeah, I believe it's a 4-1-4-1, but we're probably going to see it be a 4-2-3-1. Wahib, I think that's what the plan is. We might even see a 5-3-2, 5-3-1-1. Actually, look. Who's opening up? Who's opening up? Thank you, Mart. Please tell them to come closer to you when you've got the ball, man. Hey, Basabi Polo. Yo, I don't know of a team that it's Habang Polo Cheka Kaizer Chiefs, but Haba Polo. So much. Why is Saile benched? We can't trust Saile. Malabekuta, welcome. Chiefs lost again later, says Wisile. Goat Dairy says Mark doing box to box. Oksala, we are here. Says, PK, what's happening? I believe SABC. Is SABC showing? I believe it is. I'm surprised Mart. Actually, I didn't ask my betters. The Panthers.
The game has changed today. There's betting, there's all these people are emotional.
Panthers Lering came in a straight win Chiefs, straight win TS Galaxy. Remember, in the 5 games that these teams have played together, Chiefs has no wins versus TS Galaxy. Just as a historic reminder, Chiefs has no wins versus this team. It's been a 2-2. Last year, August, TS Galaxy won 1-0. February last year, it was 0-0. October 2022, it was 2-2. April 2022, it was 0-0. But you already had a mini heart attack. Don't be mean. You know my team does this to me, man. My team loves doing this to me. This coach has used 3 goalkeepers in one season. This is not a good sign, says Chusta. I need to say they just signed people to come in. Why didn't Chiefs go for more attacking with a 3-4-1-2 and should have started Vilakazi? I'm not sure. I think they feel as though the 3 might be a little bit too vulnerable. So they're not going to play the 3 unless they make it a 5, unless it's a 5 base. But then you lose some of the attack. I think Unabi is a very attacking coach. He's an attack-minded coach who coaches attack as well. Mara, his defenders, shame. Miguel wants to drink us. Miguel can't have post-match sharpness after just 1 or 2 games. But Miguel can scam. Saile must start games instead of being benched. He isn't effective from the bench. I beg to differ. 15 minutes. Now, Saile is a 75-minute player. What a 75th minute. And the reason why I say that is that it's going to sound mean, but Usaile needs the game when it's broken down, when both teams are now going at each other and he needs to come in and do something, right? So when it's broken down, there's no thinking. Then he can do his running He can run, he's very direct, he can do all of that stuff, he can pick up on the loose balls and win those balls. But when he comes in now and he starts running, you're playing against the set, structured team that is still coming into the game. So they're not going to let you run past them in J or try and run directly at them. They're going to handle you a lot better, especially because Saile doesn't make that final pass. Likes to do, hey, late tepos wazake. Late tepos wazake is 100. He loves to do that type of thing when he's on the pitch. So that's going to be interesting to see, but we'll see. OT Chiefs fitness does not make sure. They went all the way to Turkey. They went all the way to Turkey and came back with the worst fitness. Most of the players are, what, first half players, 60 minutes at most. Abo cross lava. Velase helped us last time. I remember Velase helped us last time. Nabi tlukhela polo. He was trying to help his team. There's that space. If there's one thing that really irritates me about the Kaizer Chiefs, there's a space that they leave right in front of the defense. So if you see on the replay, if they show us a replay, there was a player running top of the box. Chiefs keeps doing this thing where you play it down the line. If you can cut it back to the top of the box, centrally, top of the box, P-spot, top of the box, there's always someone there. And our CDMs are never there. They're never there. And I never know where they are. But anyway, corner to TS Galaxy. Let's see what TS Galaxy can do from here. Oh, Nkosiam, you understand that we've been under pressure. Second corner kick from ETS Galaxy, which means that they've been attacking. Counter! Play it! Let's go. Oh, okay. Need two. Evan, I was about to say. Let's about Trapper now. I don't know what's happening here. Hey, I don't know what's happening. Chiefs over 1.5. Oh, yeah. Okay, fine. Surprise, fine. It's okay about Nabi being attack-minded. Don't you think he should have fixed the defense first? Well, what I was saying is that let's not be fancy. I think he's doing what I was suggesting. What I was suggesting was, can you try and not concede? Maybe keep the tempo down, keep everything down, because now we're on 0 goal difference. We've scored 12, we've conceded 12. Maybe the first port of call is not to concede. Even if this game ends with a draw that's 0-0, I think it's an improvement. Try get that down and figure that out. I already know that attacking, we're going to have a bit of some issues because we don't have a Sereno type player. And Wemdu has a lot of energy. He's got a lot of energy. He doesn't have a final pass. He doesn't have, he's got energy, man. Yeah, but you can't fault him for trying. But it Chiefs lapha phambili, uDupriz uyagijima, uDube uyagijima, uShawala uyagijima. Everybody's running, but there's nobody who can trap the ball and pick a pass. That's why Sereno was so important to us so early in the season. So I want to see what's going to happen here, because I doubt Dupriz is going to get any balls. He's going to get frustrated. I don't know how we're going to go forward unless somebody takes responsibility. Maybe Mart will use the fact that Blom is there to push up a little bit and play more of a 10-ish 8 than a 6-ish 8. Play more of a 10-ish 8 and be the one that takes control. But we need someone to pass the ball. We need somebody who can play there down the middle. What's happening? Bamloile. Is Buma coming off? No, guys. After all the talk about Buma, because he's signaling, his gloves are off even. Yo, fitness ayiko man. Fitness ayiko man. As for betting, we need to play soccer 6-10 or even 13. You can't just field this game. Miguel is defending on both sides now. Sezutiyo. Yeah, monna re bontsha ke gone go re bontsha man copyright. Ha o batla go sheba ba re teng ko SABC man ko sabcsports.com. Our players are really struggling with fitness for real. Is this the best 11 of Chiefs? Wahib, no, I don't think so. I think he just wants a rep. Okay, no, he's good. Okay, he's good. Here, I was about to say, we have 6 players injured. Yeah, 6 players are injured. Martin in 8.5 to be more box to box. Oh. What is happening? Oh, those are the chances there. I was about to say. Guys, how do you have? I'm not understanding this. How do you have Dikokwe, Miguel, Dotley, Frosla, and Dotley, Frosla, Mtetwa, what am I forgetting his name? Blom and Mart. Yet you can't find anyone when we're being attacked. You can't find anyone. Like there's so many spaces in that midfield. And it's not like we're attacking and we're being caught off guard, like it's a counter-attack, you know, or a transition opportunity for TS Galaxy. It's just from open play in J. Like, there's no one. All of those players that I've listed can come back and fetch the ball. None of them are coming back to fetch the ball. Look at the amount of space that TS Galaxy is playing with. How does that happen? I don't get it. Route 1 fast. Play to release to Pries. Yeah, release to Pries or do something. Umtuno to Pries are not going to be in this game, eh? Umtuno to Pries. Dubai's least is defending. Look at that. Look. Left back gone. Left back gone. Left back gone. How do you have so many players right there, but nobody's got the ball, guys? You understand? Is it Uspilibili? Sibilibili took out 3 players. And there was still space. Look. Can't clear. Gets the ball. No, guy. What is this? You do realize that if TS Galaxy can play a wideish game, go to the left-hand side again. What did I tell you guys about Ditlokwe pushing up? Go to Ditlokwe's side, minus him, then have Zajmovic make a central run just behind Dotley, and have maybe Puso follow up. You can play a cross directly to Zajmovic and he'll get something, or you can play it back to Ditejan. Guys, again, you've got Dotley, you've got Miguel, you've got Ditlokwe, you've got Frosla, you've got Blom, you've got Mart, you've got Tetwa. And nobody can win the ball back. I don't understand. Nobody can win the ball back. Or maybe we don't know what midfield is these days. He was looking for a bandage. Okay, what's the use of having the best training facilities since Papa Khos? I haven't seen Blom at all. I do think Chiefs are defensive and it will have a negative impact. TS Galaxy also want to win. No, I'm not talking them. They're doing their job. It's not about TS Galaxy. It's about defensive structure. You see, in the beginning of the season, you could blame the weak defense on the attack. So Chiefs would have 4 players in attack. Chivavairo, Serino, Shabalala, Duba. And Serino would be playing on the left-hand side, so he'd drift inside, sort of. We know that Serino is not a defensive player. And it would leave Cross out. Cross would have an issue, right? Cross would have an issue, and that's why he'd have to push up to try and chase the game so that the danger doesn't come. The moment he goes, the whole defense falls out of it, and then there's an issue. We also had an issue where if you target Frosla, for example, and you have a man run directly to him and another one run behind him, there was going to be a space that opens there. And because our CDMs were a little bit slow, they couldn't get back in time to cover the front of the defense. So we were conceding a lot of goals that way, right? Or it was a cross, and because Uraideng is out of position, they weren't shifting properly altogether, right? Cool. Now I'm looking at this team and I'm saying, okay, Cross's injury has given you an opportunity to be a little bit more solid defensively. At the very least, you keep a back 4. Don't let the clock go up. It's similar to what was happening with Mamelodi Sundowns and Ulunga. Don't give him too much to do. Don't make him go up there. That's not his skill set, right? Keep up. Even if you keep a 4 at the back, you'll be fine. But then now, where's everybody going to? If Duba's making sliding tackles on the right-hand side, where's Blom? And if Blom is in the center with Umtetwa, why is there space? This is TS Galaxy's game. Kaizer Chiefs' best chance is going to be a transition. Win the ball back high, play it through. Win the ball back high, play it through to Patrice finishes, and you go from there. What's going on, Bo? We are losing, says Tristy. No. Chiefs must make 3-4 passes and switch play in behind with Dupree's runs. 100% agree. 100% agree. I think the game is calling for Mashane Zwane for the long ball switches to Ash. These players you mentioned seem confused. We are somehow getting worse with each game, says Ndumi. So can we loan Nebi? You guys want to loan Nebi already? Chiefs needs to slow the game down a bit, I think. Yeah, they need to control it a little bit. Like, they need to call everybody back and say, guys, rather we hold possession for a little bit. Mart, please give it to Mart. Mart, stop running. Stop running. Mart, stop running. Oh, Nkosiam. I'm surprised by the start of the talk where him and Totally confuse each other. Have we made 5 passes in succession? I don't think so. Kahiso says 20 minutes, no shot on target for Kosi. I love Chiefs, but what I'm seeing is not on, says Mr. JB. In this game, Potsane is needed as someone who will make us play. So it's like Chiefs is a small team here, says Bongza. Bro, let's face it, Nebi is good, just not for Chiefs at this point. I did a video. I was like, there's a lot that I was told in the comments. I did a video where I was saying that I think Chiefs needs to realize exactly where we are. We're not fighting for Africa or trying to get to Club World Cups and stuff. We need a coach that understands the local game enough. I used the example of Upitso. And what I said about Upitso was when Sundowns found him, he had done his time with Supersport. He has gone to Bafana. So he still knew how to grind results, but then he was looking for something bigger. Like he was looking to move on. I think Gavin Hunt would have been incredible over the past, 2 years, 2-3 years. He would have been great. That would have been my choice for that. And maybe if they kept him, he would have done that job for us. But then if you're trying to solve champagne problems, right? If you're trying to act as though Chiefs are champagne problems, I don't think that Nabi is that type of coach. I think Nabi is great if you are maybe a year or two from your greatness. Then you can bring in Nabi. But right now we need a grinder who's just going to set the foundation for the club. And then once you get to a certain point, you can bring in for Nabi. It's not going to be fixed by more and more signings and more and going into Africa and doing all that stuff. I don't think our problems are there yet. I think our problems are fundamental. We have to get the taste of win now. And then once you've got that thing in your blood and it's started to come in, that's when you start going higher and higher. And then you get to that point. That's why I'm using Pitso as an example, because Sundowns were doing something similar before Pitso came. But then they were like, okay, we need a coach that knows the game, that is experienced, but is also on the up. He's also wanting to do something more so that you can get that first season where, man, you have to file an error and fight. Then in the second season, similar to what Pitso did, first few months, he got them out of problems, deep problems. Second season, he won the league. Well, first full season, he won the league. You know, so that's what you need to do. Then you can start doing higher grade things. But anyway, 23 minutes in, it is still 0-0. TS Galaxy have looked the brighter of the two teams. What I'm hoping for Chiefs is that they can't keep this up for the whole game. So there are going to come times where they're going to be a little bit hush, a little bit down. Yo. Midfielders, do the guys not understand support? Like just the idea of support. If I've got the ball, who's coming to help? TS Galaxy is literally just waiting. They are just waiting for us to give them the ball. They're not even doing much. Look at how they just stay structured. We take a pass. Maybe Dudley could have done better than giving it out to Uditokwe. But guys, support. Bro, let's face it, okay? Chiefs must play against Polokwane City every day. Someone must talk to Duba. He has to cool down and focus on his game. Chase Galaxy need more shots on target. Chiefs are struggling to even complete 5 consecutive passes. Coach Nabi is very good coach, but not for rebuilding teams. The Chiefs state Hunt is good, but Chiefs are small-minded. If the Mtaungs are doing well marketing, maybe Junior take over. Papa Jose. Look. I'm not saying that it is the answer. That's how I would have handled it. Personally, that's how I would have handled it. Abu Nabi a step 5, you know. If at all they're a step like that. They're step 5, not step 2. Or else we're just going to be building and signing. I mean, I'm tired of signing. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm tired of signing. And I'm tired of watching the same players do the same things that the previous players have done. I mean, I'm tired of signing. I just want somebody who can make a plan. Chiefs must pace themselves with their peers. I hear, but you're over getting a new coach. No. I'm not saying that I want Nabi to go. I'm saying that I would have handled the Nabi situation a little bit differently, right? And I'm not gonna lie, I was excited for Nabi, but I'm also just going, I don't know, hey? Miguel, guys. Chiefs are divided. Miguel is not make sure Mangoba is ready for not Coach Mangoba. Respectfully, no. Respectfully, no. He's been cooking Kasmeg ko Sundowns. I must come back. Also, Pegamo Poto Chiefs. Okay, so TS Galaxy has calmed down a little bit. They've calmed down a little bit. I'm just a little bit worried at Kaizer Chiefs and their inability to play. Follow him, Frosla. Thank you, Mtetwa. Don't run away. Don't run away. Stay right there. Open up. Mtetwa. But TS Galaxy also, this Zadmovic guy. Yay, watch the wing. Who's there? Heaven. This Sajmovic guy, Karaki -1. They're playing with one less player on the pitch. I think he's meant to be an out-and-out 9. They're making him Ranga. You know how Ranga plays for us. That's how they're making this guy play. Why are they opening up so much? Says what? Don't play 4-4-2. Yeah, with all due respect, please. Junior. Rivero had the same issues, but he gave us a foundation. Rivero knows how to grind and knows how to respect. I think, like guys, the problem with Chiefs, there's so many big problems. We don't have a proper style of play. The nice thing about Pirates is that for all of the changes they've made at different times in their history, for all of the changes that they've made, they've sort of respected the way that they play. They like the wing play. You always have a similar type of player. And I think Jose came in and he didn't tweak too much. He wasn't doing too much tweaking. He came in and looked at the team and said, okay, this is the team I have. Play them like they've been playing or play them similar. Didn't Zimbabwe win something the season before or something like that? Play them as they are. You'll tweak and change as you go along, but at least they've got that base. I don't think Chiefs has a culture right now. We don't know what Chiefs' play is. If I could ask you, what is Chiefs' play? And has it been played over the last 9 years? The thing that we're saying? I don't think so. There we go. Win it high.
What bafana man. What?
What did I say? Win it high, give it to Dupreez. That's all. Win it high or play it high through to Dupreez. That's what you need to do. But Ash, Ash, I'll beg a side man. Ash, I'll beg a side man.
La peniska lena. Uwale na bo penika. Do peniki shatut.
You cannot miss from there. This the Dupreez we know is back. Do you guys see why Nabi wants a striker? Kidding. Libata the striker. I think Dupreez will score, but you have to create more chances for him, sadly enough. Oh, here comes. You need to create more chances for him, like that. That's what you need to do. Yes, Galaxy went to sleep there. Play quickly, Boomer, play quickly. Yes. Oh, Tamko, there it is. There's the pass. That's what you need to do, guys. Forget about playing out from the back. Just play out as quickly as possible and allow the players who run to run. Bazobona phambili ukuthi bayenzani man. Makupa 2.1 record between these two teams. Matata. Chiefs takes the ball, then passes it back to Galaxy. No one in the box. Guys, my defense scares me, man. My defense scares me. I'm not gonna lie to you. My defense scares me. Is it a corner to Kaizer Chiefs? Let's see. Let's see. Mikel. Let's see. I think TS Galaxy got too comfortable there. And from them being too comfortable, man, they're allowing Chiefs to get into it. We just need a goal. Against the run of play or whatever. I would not have. Just get a goal, please. Guys, Kupa 60,000. Can we please tap the screen? Can you please tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen? It is free. And Kupari gift, man, thank you so much so far for real. Papa Khosi, Kodani, thank you so much for the gifts. Kupari gift, guys. Kupari gift, guys. Nazo? You know, I was joking about Miguel, but he actually got his head on there. Mato and Caruso scored when strikers failed. Here, no one is going to score. I remember the days of Mato and Mashamaite. Far post cross, and then they head it in. Good, yeah. TS Galaxy is starting to shake a little bit. They're starting to shake a little bit. Yeah, can you please...
Oh, kakase.
What kakasel? What kakasel? Why you kakaseling, my brother? Relax. Go.
TS Galaxy is kakaseling, man. Shabalala, the pinpoint crosses, yo, we actually won the league there. Hey, man. Hey, man. Shabalala. Even Middendorp, man, when he had Sussman. Remember Sussman and Frosler? Shauma cross it pale. Ola, where are you getting these sounds? Ay, don't worry. This is the top production. It's a top production. Yeah. We have a lot of sounds. There's a lot of things that I hear. Like, for example, I'm looking at this Chiefs game.
I don't know what you guys are doing. I'm trying to figure out the formation. I'm lost.
I'm trying to figure out the formation. I'm lost. Look, the truth of the matter is that this Chiefs team that is out today is an effort team. It's an effort team. All they need to do is put effort. That's all they can do. They're going to run hard. They're going to run fast. A lot of things won't make sense, but they'll give you all the effort that they have. Why does the left back... Is this Nabi's coaching? Because where Ditokwe should be the winger, no? And Ditokwe a little bit further back because it's always going to put Dotley under pressure. I thought it was cross. This feels like it's the coach who's telling them to do this. Play through. There was a run wide. There was a run wide. You see, the problem with TS Galaxy now, they play. Mara, they don't finish actions. And when I speak about finishing actions, I speak about I speak about if you're gonna go up the pitch, what are you ending with? Are you ending with a shot? Are you ending with a block? Are you ending with something that shows that you attack? Yeah, TS Galaxy, but the final third, the final decision, they can never, like somebody should have been taking a shot. They've taken two, I believe, that have gone wide that they tried to curl, but they should be shooting a lot more.
ziyakhala and ziku-loudspeaker and hayi khona into off. Hayi no khona into off. Hayi ziyakhala ke manje. Hayi ziyakhala ke manje.
Father God, send help. It's tough.
aze ngapetuka-ke emoyeni ngapetuka kwathi petu aze ngapetuka-ke emoyeni ngapetuka kwathi petu
Here's Galaxy 1-0 versus Kaizer Chiefs. Another free header in the box. I don't know anymore. I don't know. I feel like they must just go man to man in the box because no clean sheet again. The only team in the league that has conceded in every single game that they've played. The only team in the league that has conceded in every game that they've played this season is the Kaizer Chiefs.
Football can kill you. Will kill you a real death. You will die because of football.
Yo! But Nabi is not the coach we need. Still no clean sheet. There goes the clean sheet again. I enjoy seeing my rivals suffer. This team must be connected to the choir. Remove Miguel. Miguel didn't try to challenge for that hour. Nabi is failing to instill discipline and confidence in our players. I blame him squarely. I saw it coming. Nabi must go. Nabi is not to blame. Chiefs doesn't have the right players. Mto, I hear you. This is what I always say about Chiefs. I hear you. At this point, I've been watching Chiefs enough to tell them that you can't allow the players to have free will on the pitch. You have to tell them exactly where to go. When it's a corner, you must tell them exactly where to stand. They must not have anything. They're not allowed to decide anything by themselves. Because Letimle, I think Nebi's being nice with them. I think Nebi's trying to give them benefit of the doubt that maybe they'll see the wrongs that they're doing. Oh, hey, puso. The wrong that they're doing and they'll correct it. You must coach them like they're 6-year-olds. You must coach them like they're 6-year-olds. Imala, umelana, ipola malana, fansu edlale mona. Hale fitla mo lea kwa. You have to do it like that because no way, guys. If anyone say Chiefs is building, I'll make them explain what is the meaning of building. That's City Chiefs is building. Look at the space. Look at the space that I told you guys about. Bad decision making. Look at the space that I told you guys about because they're not talking. They don't talk to each other. They don't cover each other. They don't support each other. What are we watching? Like, these are professional players. Professional players. They do this for a living. You're telling me nobody can say, booyah, boy. Just stay in front of me. Hey, they're killing me with balls in behind. Talusale, boy. Uvalele space, man. Look. Where must the ball go from here? Where must the ball go from here? Lost. Where must the ball go from? You realize that is the third or fourth time that Kaizer Chiefs has lost the ball exactly like that. Nobody comes to pick it up in the middle. They try and play this wall pass that goes wide. It's gone out 3 times now on that same side. Guys. Guys. No way, guys. I'm sorry. They don't even talk to each other, guys. No, but let's be honest. I see the player quality and the right players and all of that stuff. It's a grounding. Who opens up? Here I am. Nigezi ball, it's fine. Watch out. Or at least he's trapping inside. Let's go. Please. Can we get something? 2 more goals to come. Chiefs deserve to play Swaziland. Says Msabe. Kaizer Chiefs equals stand-up comedy. Marvelous says, Navi must go. Disorganized team, no connection between the players. This team is nonsense. Halftime, or heap, halftime. Chiefs will win this game, says Malume Kuts. I hope so. I hope so. Now we must change goalkeepers every game, says Umpempe. LS says, Pulukwane started it. The rest must just take advantage of this Chiefs. Can we please get something, guys? Kupa something. These are professional players. To please miss coming back to haunt us. You can't coach that. Convert Miguel into a CDM. I've been saying, hey, Oratile, I've been saying this. I've been saying this. Send him into, guys, we said this game 3. Look, umuntu mile. The ball was played up the line. Frosler was alone. One touch and it goes past Frosler. Now Miguel is in trouble. Kante, what is the structure? Like, they're far from each other, says Majalisa. Desmond, let Chiefs go to Mvela and come back. Look, what I will say is that when we do get into the final third, we do look good, good-ish. Like, if we can get the ball up more times, then maybe we can get something from this game like that, you know. Because Abom do, they are finding spaces. They lack the pass, they lack the finishing into Prince, but if we can create more chances, and that means transitioning very quickly, we just have to be a counter-attacking team. That back three thing is not working here. It's never worked, Howie. It's never worked. January will deal with them. Oh, January. Did you see they showed Bobby? Do you think Bobby's going to cough out 100 million, 150 million to go and buy players? Heck. Gingy, leave me alone, please. Leave me alone, please, man. Every department can nonsense, no support, no nothing. You know how, if any of you have played football, you know how sometimes you have a very bad game. You have a bad game. Nothing is working right. What do they always tell you? They tell you, relax, make your first pass. Just don't do anything crazy or flashy. Stop trying to kanangwana it into the top corner. Just play simple. Like, I wish these guys could just play simple. Okay, guys, Siyadliwa. Let's take the venom out of the game. We're going into halftime. Can we all just avail ourselves to the ball? All we need to do, let's avail ourselves to the ball so that we can let's just keep the ball. Let's complete 3 passes. Let's start there. Just 3 passes, and then you're done. Manje, look, they're going to try to play it out again. Watch. It goes back. Okay, at least he's forcing it. Thank you, at least for doing something different there, but still, followed by Chase Galaxy. Chase Galaxy's on the attack. There's the space in behind. Now Miguel is out of position. Look at the man in the center. Zajmovic. Wakon. He's been giving away the ball since the game started. That Duba thing. Dude is a soldier. Chiefs played well in that unofficial trophy in Bloom when they were coached by Kays. Kays Galaxy was last and it's ahead of Chiefs for some reason. If I talk, I'm in big trouble. If I talk, I'm in big trouble. Worst part of Chiefs, they don't have a sense of urgency. They should approach the game with a defensive mindset and still committed a lot of defensive errors. I don't understand. I don't know what the players do when they come for practice on Monday or after the weekends or after games. I don't know what the analysts do. I don't know what the coaches do, Mara. No way, guys. Even Tseki had a better defensive plan. Unseki, the one that we hated, had a better defensive plan. Hey, OT, Mara, these players of Chiefs, they're not believing in themselves. I blame management for firing Coach Gavin, says Mr. Cook. For real, Chiefs will defend you, they will disappoint you serious. No, for real. When you try long balls, it doesn't work. Short passes don't work either. Nothing wrong at Chiefs. Nothing is wrong at Chiefs, but something is not right. I hope you understand. I don't know what you can call it. These are all professionals, guys. These are all professionals. Whether quality of knee. I'm thinking about him already. I can revive Chiefs. Helicopter will do. Playing highline is not for this current crop, says Joking. Honestly, these players cannot play as a unit. It's like they don't even practice. It's like they don't, yeah, Tutuzi, it's like they don't even practice together. It's like every weekend, when they finish playing, they go home and they don't see each other again up until the following week. It's like a COVID thing. Not bas Jimela bona. Cause no way. Hi Tariq, please leave us alone. We will cry and wake up the next day and wear the Kaizer Chiefs shirt. But Loile, they play like a B team. Mukwena's coach needs more time. I think it's spiritual Sezulolo. Chiefs play as if they're in the Sunday Keep Fit League. 100%. And okay, guys, we're going into halftime. At halftime, I'm 11-5 people. We'll have a conversation about what we're seeing here. You'll help me analyze a bit, and if we can get to 30,000 likes, then I'll keep it open in the second half, and everybody can jump in and give me a minute of what they're thinking. If you want to add your voice to the show, if you're watching on YouTube, you have to be following me, number one. Once you follow me, then you can join me by pressing the multi-guest button at the bottom of the screen. That is how you get your voice onto the show. We're going to address this thing together half time. Okay, 46 minutes in. Ooh, Chiefs had a chance through to Patrice, probably the best chance of the game. But they just couldn't get it right. Velase must help us like the last time. Oh yeah, Pipuso. If the defenders on the inside go to the outside, why was he trying to step over and go in? Oh, guys, stress. What's that? It showed Haga last time. This is Chiefs. No, they're hungry. One of these players that are playing today, especially up front, it's hungry players. But hunger doesn't play. Thank you, Mtetwa. Can somebody come and support him too? Where's Mart? Why is Blom? Okay, take it back to the DV. Blom, it's your turn, please. Gone. There goes the ball. I wonder how the second half will be. Mart always a minus. Now we must change goalkeepers every game. I think they just need to, or in this game, you just need to fight to get up there. If I was Coach Nabi, I would take out Dupreez, I'd bring in Ranga, and I'd play long balls to my target man and tell him to just run around him. Just run around him, wait for the ball to drop. He'll win the first ball, or he'll keep the defenders busy. We'll play it long, and then just run around him to pick up those scraps, because we're not building. We don't have building. We can't build the play up to the top. It's so frustrating. This team is frustrating. This team is frustrating. Anyway, let me see the people who are here, and I can let them in. 1-0. TS Galaxy is leading in Kaizer Chiefs. Please follow if you have not followed. And then 30,000 likes, and we can in the second half I'll keep it open and we can speak about what is happening here. But yeah, let me see. Hey, Sia, thank you, Mara. Gunzima, Sia. Gunzima. Gunzima. Let me start talking to the people who are here. Theo, Mganwam.
Hi.
Wait, before Kulum. Guys,
the
please,
pots are burning.
Please mute when you come in, just to respect the person who's speaking. I'll call out your name, and then you can unmute and you can speak to me. Theo? Uthi the pots are burning.
Angazi unabi seka chef yesikho Korean. You guys ngeke bafethu. Guys. Oti, here's a simple question that I have for Coach Nabi. What's the use of playing 3 central defensive players that are the same? First question.
Yeah.
And then there's not even a single player that thinks of collecting the ball. Like, you can see, man, this guy, but still, you're not realizing as a coach, Blom, don't go up. Stay back, Nomtetwa. Nishai double pivot and collect the ball from Miguel. You let him in a match. Umtetwa drops alone. Umat Bakasha behind players for what reason? Oti. For what reason? I listened to his press conference. Uti, if we get our chances and we bury them, would be a better choice. Like, okay, to Prince fails to score a goal, it's fine. But my question is, should development the TS Galaxy had a better plan than us? A better plan than the clock is exposed. It's not a left back. We see today. Why don't you leave? Why don't you start to right back? Uban frost left back. I mean, come on, these are simple things, guys. He's not a left back. Mushabala will tell you, look at it, because of that, he's not used to going forward. He's a defender, for God's sake. Why is he even up there? For what reason? Central defender, Lumundlona. Come on, let's see. Hey. Let me bring in Ratile. I'll come back to Theo. Ratile, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm good, and you, sir?
I'm not good, but hey, tell me about this first half. How did you feel about it? What did you see?
Do you know what's the problem now?
Yeah.
The problem is not the coach or the players. It's just that I feel like Nabi doesn't understand South African football, number one. Because if you can look at Orlando Pirates, when they were firing Mandla, they didn't chase him away and keep Rivero in his whole new team. They made him stay there because he understands South African football and how it's played. So they kept him there to explain to Jose Ribeiro ukuthi lana kwenza so na so na so. Manje Ditlokwe is playing right back. Like
left back, yeah. He's playing he's playing left wing back even. He's even pushing up. I don't know why Ditlokwe is up there.
You can see when he's up there, they give it to Potsana. Potsana is able to penetrate in between the defense. And then in the middle, you're having 3 defensive players. Angazi, if they don't know how to play football or maybe they are scared or something, Mara, today, Umarta Simboni, Abamaki number one, they're not Maki.
Yeah.
They're not Maki. Baba Jala, Chiefs, problems in India,
But I'm gonna come back. Let me get everybody in. Vuyo. Hey, Vuyo, maybe China's emotional, man. Vuyo, maybe ungasitshela somebody who's outside ukuthi kenzakalani la ku Chiefs, man.
Uthi when ulikhulumile iqiniso lento yenzeka lapha egaming it's normal. Kuyenzeka nezama player ningakhona ikudlala, yabona? Into enormal but okudisappointa kakhulu labadlali beni. Babhizi bayavula, bayasifihla. If umthetho ubamba ibhola mawungabheka. Laba abadlala la eceleni kwakhe boMati nalo angazi uMati no lo munye lo why badlala eCenter namhlanje boyithu akekho omunye umuntu ongangena lapha ngoba ubhace kakhulu uMati namhlanje akabonakali umthetho awuye kuphela obonakalayo nekumarka konke I left back yenu that guy mina ku Super Sports bamdlalisa as a left back ne but not left back epushayo. So mawuzompusha umise phambili uyam-expose ngoba ama-games afana nabo TS Galaxy those players bagijima kakhulu bayagijima TS Galaxy they are good, they are quick ngespeed so kumele mawudlala nabo ube aware ungadlali kuphela so into engizwisa ubuhlungu kakhulu OT ngale game namhlanje Kaizer Chiefs they can't even make 5 passes is hard so hiyo into engathi disappointer but ngiyabonga ithuba but OT lento ishilo if uyidlalile ibhola if ayivuki namhlanje ayivuki play one indlale kuma spaces nigijime that's all. Yes kuyenzeka it's part of football leyo iyenzeka noma ngakiphi team. Ngiyabonga uthi
nikhulume I think what's irritating me about the Chiefs before I go to Alson Tab, what's irritating me about the Chiefs is I understand that we're saying that the players are not quality and all of that stuff, fine. But this idea that you can wait until the window opens or you can wait until the end of the season to go change these players. What's happening now? Can these players not communicate as professionals who play, some of them play for the national teams. They can't communicate. They can't talk to each other and say, guys, it's hot right now. Can we just make the game boring? Coach, how long must coach take before he realizes that, hey, maybe the things I'm asking are higher grade,
How about anyway? Let me bring in Alson Tabi. Alson Tabi, hi.
Abdoti, from the first minute of the game, unosonto urana, kisoka kids switch on the DSTV, I'm on phone, house on on fire. Yaku Christmas, we are not going anywhere.
Let 20 minutes nyana Alson Tabi. Let 20 minutes nyana Alson Tabi. 20 minutes resmile.
Switch on unosonto urana already. We are not going anywhere today. Secondly, I'll kidnap a Marty the next game your Chiefs like Batubona Marty because Hatibono Mulimo Marty will captain by Haika Kaizer Chiefs Nike in. Hey, Matun Dutimon, give a lamb kidnap a Marty. Thirdly, please, Kaizer Junior, Haraziba Unyala Mahua Umutwa Brazil, Kaiti Brazil in Pafela Ole Black. Retuelle Rebel Sango, Makamoka Tlapunya Rona bar email. How now, Mate? How now, Dupri Akafosa? Golu Ashaban. This one is the power of African medicine. Rekopa Oretwelle Junior, please, Sama, we are going to Dubai Lodula them because when you are not African, Ronara Kupa Sango Makara Kaizer Chiefs because Barimela. Hi, Fed.
Or else in Tabi. Usani kwanza bakene meeting amanzo. Usani kwanza bakene meeting.
I never. I need a sangoma yona. Kaizer Junior Assembly funa ka ga ikopa yona sangoma na ga ikopa ka ga Kaizer Chiefs ga ikopa wena ha bo sa rati. O eme ka ntlo date sangoma yetse ntho tsa yona o tlela iqetile and then o tla kena ha re hane. Okay. And then Casino Ohio today. Duduzi Chavalala ha kopani le obrigado ba khona ho etsa ntwe phela. Why ba sa ba kopani cause wa bona ha ba kopani they can make something it's a piece. No it tla ha kenya obrigado abanka mduduza mnyakane. Ke ntwe etsang ke coach Nabi really ke eng?
Jale coach ha o tlo ithuta neng di player tsa hae ka hobane
ke tse ha sana ntwe Nabi a tla ithuta yona DOT anke ho itso fuwa 10 games re bone hore na re be ya kae e mo hlotse 10 games ke enunung re ntse re le Platengela ya bo Johnson ya bo Ntseki ya bo Azwani we are not going anywhere.
Hey, okay, also Taviriki Kenya Hansel. Welcome to the show. Tell me about this first half, Mane. What's happening, Mane? Hey.
Mr. OT, how are you, my friend?
I'm not good. I'm not good at all.
I am also not good, Mr. OT. You see, the problem with Chiefs players, I think, first thing first, I don't think they have a leader there inside the pitch.
Yeah.
Each and every player is playing for himself.
Yeah.
They are disjointed. It seems like they don't practice together. There's no direction. They can't combine at least 5 passes.
Yeah.
There's no forward play. Kore ke dumelana le Alson Tabi re a bolela gore di player tše ba o tshwana le bo Mdudizi Shabalala le bo Vilakazi. Sometimes you must play them together because if you check these senior players, they're not giving Chiefs anything. If I was Nabi at some point, I was just going to surprise the senior team. Fage maybe 8 DDC players. They must sit outside, watch how football is played because they are not playing like professionals, Mr. OT. Even if it's a bad day, but at least do something to show it's a bad day, but we are trying. You understand?
Yeah.
The way they are playing, it's not convincing, Mr. OT. I even blame the coach because if you are a coach, you must also be adaptable. You must check, okay, since I have this kind of material, at least let me use it the way it can be used. Not try to use a wheel as a steering wheel. No, a wheel is a wheel, a steering wheel is a steering wheel. Look at the player's profile, see how can I combine them to play, at least to give me something. At least let's wait for the window and get the players that you want. Which is also another thing that I think is very bad because what if you get the players that you want and then you get a job offer somewhere and then you go? Who's gonna come and also coach those players that you bought again? Which is another big problem. But so far, Mr. OT, I am very disappointed in how Chiefs is playing. It seems like it's a new team. They just, those Kasi teams where they call you on a Saturday, yeah, it's just like those kind of players. But
yeah. Okay, let me go to Theo. Okay, let's look forward to the second half. See, Lumisan and Lindaba, how does Chiefs win this game? How does TS Galaxy win this game? What is the score going to be?
Okay, another thing, Uti, just 2 seconds. To show Uti coach Tagayazi team yethu. Why Trini play Blomment is a right back, Achate Frostland make left back. But let's continue. I will take out Duba, I'll take out Duba, put in Ponsane, I will take out Blom. And then put in Uranga. Then take it to prison, go right back, go right wing, then Ponsane left wing, Shabalala in the middle, then Uranga la Papambi OT. But I believe if he can change the system that we are playing now, the three OT we have been complaining even last season with these 3 guys, they can't play together. It's impossible because they are same players. In that way, I also sacrifice one, Afaguzwane, go be same thing again. No Muzana Albamba Lepolelulanda Oban, if Mtu is on the side. So I would think if you sacrifice one of them, bringing them to in the middle, as in like Azul Force 9 support Uranga, we'll have a different game, Monty. Yeah.
Score.
We'll win 3-2.
Hey, how much is he?
3-2.
How much is he? Okay, T. Let me go to Ratile. Tell me, what did you change in the game? Second half, how does Chiefs win this game? How does TS Galaxy win this game? And then, what's your score prediction?
For me, I'd say put in Mashiani, take out one of the midfielders, put in Samkelo Zwane, also put in Duduzi Chabalala, because when he's with, who's this? Mfudo Vilakazi, when he's with Duduzi and Samkelo Zwane, they're able to play the ball together. Keep Dupris there and Duba. They are all DDC players, most of them. They're used to each other. Put those ones in front. Then tell Mark, who's this? Mteta to drop in between them, in between all of them. So he can also defend. Then they just play football, 1-2 football, and also Potsane on the wing.
Okay.
Yeah, they must just play 1-2 football. They must not over the top. It's not working.
Score prediction?
3-2 TS Galaxy.
Okay. Let me go to Austin. But changing by it saying or about win a game in, and then it's all fella join came in.
I'm toti ntweke is bam fela re tloetsala hona jwale nabi ha tloa mo wa bona botho re bonang hore ha ka ba kopanya then ba tlo kopanya this game o tlo bantsha o tlo etsa Mengel Musi o tla nka Chabalala mme ka ntle a kenye Obrigado anke ha ka kenya le sa ile tsatsing lena o re fela hore a re hlakanye ha ke bone Nabi a tlo etsa e tlo retsa hore Reko and it's not like Galaxy adlala ke rone re passang di ball bona ha ba etse mosebetsi o mokalo shem re ba fa yona ka matso re nkang kiet
ke bona Potsane ke bona Mdu okay I was tabi ke bona Potsane ke bona Mdu ke bona Ranga ba eme jwanong Hey, Arabon, let me bring it one cell or let's half time. Ansel, what does Chiefs do to win this? What does Chiefs do to change this? Or what does Chiefs Galaxy do to win this? And what's your score prediction?
I think it's gonna end at 2-1. I think because the coach already have made the substitutions, I think they just needed to substitute at least 2 of those defensive midfielders because they're not giving Chiefs anything. At least bring in Omodi and then Obotan and then Vilakazi, at least to give that those teams a little bit of creativity, and then just get a player that will pass those splitting defender passes and get Dupris to play as a 9, as a old-fashioned 9. Hamba Dupris pass those balls behind the defense. Maybe you get something.
He's off. Dupris is off.
Why sa tswa Mart? Ay man, ay.
Okay, no guys, thank you. For the halftime, thank you for the halftime. I will keep it open, guys. I will keep it open. I just wanna kupa hupo dalin naman kupa hunsa ntwe mo pilung yaka man. Even me kamo. Okay, so these are my thoughts about the first half. Same old teams, same old problems, same old tactics, same old players doing the same old things. Our midfield hides. There's no way that you can have Dotley, Miguel, Frosla, Mart, Mtetwa, and Ditokwe on the pitch, and there's no one to come and fetch the ball when we are defending. There's no one to come and pick up the ball and support. And there's no one to, there's no one to pick up the ball when we're attacking, and there's no one to close spaces when we're being attacked. So my worry and my problem with Kaizer Chiefs, I'm done with the coaches and the players and all of that stuff. What I want from Chiefs right now is for them to say, okay, guys, Regiwe like this and like this and like this and like this over the past few weeks. Can we close those gaps? There's no need for you to push forward. There's no need for you to push forward. There's no need for you to do anything else. You are not a left back. You are a center back that we're put on the left back. There's no need for you to be flying. That's not your skills. Sit back. Last game, we saw that versus Polokwane City, there was a point where Kaizer Chiefs looked good, and it was because Ditlhoko was staying back, Potsane was covering the wing. They were solid. Then when they started playing with it, then they got into trouble. Midfield, can somebody take responsibility? Nakupa responsibility. Just somebody to say, guys, I am a senior Kaizer Chiefs player. I am a senior PSL player. I'm not afraid of the ball. Give me the ball, reledale. This is all I'm looking for. Nothing more. I'm looking at Nebi and I'm saying, okay, Nebi, you don't have the players. I don't want to hear about you not having players. Here we go. I don't want to hear about you not having players. I'm tired of those excuses. Now you have to do something with these players, and then at some point you'll get the players that you want. Oh, there's that side. Hey, TS Galaxy just doesn't have good decision making. If I'm TS Galaxy, what I'm saying to them is attack the clock. Just attack the clock. You send Sibilibili directly to the clock, and then you let Uraireng run in behind him, and then you go from there. Then cross it back to the top of the box. Zajmovic will finish it off, or whoever will finish it off at the top. It's very simple to beat the Kaizer Chiefs. It's just that it is Galaxy now. It's not that they're playing out of their skins, right? It's just that they don't have the right decision makers at the end. Okay. Let me do this. Let me open up so that people can come in. Can't show the game copyright, guys. You can watch it on SABC's on SABC's thingies. I can't show you anything. I can't even play the sound from the game. That is how bad it is for some of us. Smarta.
OT.
Hey, man. Hi, man. Ay, man. Ay, timena, man. Sa batla kumpulay, man.
Mfethu ona buthata yini.
Ubona?
No, I think the way level is in that then. Na ba tshwatse ba dumela mo bona bafana ba Kaizer Chiefs ne.
Yeah.
Ba itshepe mo bona. Yeah. So I get lebeletse Martin nna ngebe ke mo kopi. I ke ba sa bo.
Oh, guys, please mute when you come in. We'll see. Yeah.
OT.
Yeah, no, I've got you, but I'm here.
Yeah, get out now according to me. Martin ngebe ke sa bolela mo second half o, ngabana?
Yeah.
Ke togela OT, ke togela Ox o shapo. O nyaka fela motho fela ka mo pick up. Chiefs e tokorena, e to win a game 2-1.
Okay, no. But sorry, man.
Serious. Can I believe your Chiefs are win a game 2-1?
What do you think of TS Galaxy? What do you think of TS Galaxy?
No, TS Galaxy it was not going to one team. The way what the langa one, but don't you defend that one neofe.
So by it's a job about we win a game in a full straight.
I got check a lane up early now, no banking na lena go man Serino on ne.
Serino high.
I think.
Okay. Yes, but for time, let me bring in Prasipo.
Sharp.
OG,
I'm on Prasipo.
I enjoy your face when Kaizer Chiefs is playing. I enjoy watching along when Kaizer Chiefs is playing.
You enjoy my suffering. That's what you're saying to me.
But on a serious note, OT, like I always say, if you are coaching Kaizer Chiefs, no matter which players you have, and you can't beat Polokwane City, TS Galaxy, then I'm starting to question it.
You see, when you play Supersport, Sundowns, Pirates, maybe Stellenbosch, I will understand. But when you play these small teams, then you can't get results. You see, patience is another thing, OT. Patience is when we see at least we are going somewhere.
Yeah.
You see, when Chiefs play, beat Royal AM, beat this Magezi, beat all these small teams, and then maybe lose against those tough teams, then you can say you are going somewhere. But I know maybe we can say it's too early to judge, but almost 10 games, and you look at their opponents, even today, TS Galaxy, we know they like to defend. Even now, they're just going to sit back. And then you take Dupreez out. That's the other thing. That's the other thing. These people are leading. Obviously, you know that they're going to sit back. So you need more players up front. Why not have Chivaviro and have Dupreez there up front? Dupreez can even play on the wing, on the side. And I don't know what Marty's contract says that he must play or not, but he's not convincing. He's not convincing. He's on and off. He's not consistent. But yeah, what can we say, Uti? But my concern is that when I'm saying Kaizer Chiefs, if they can't beat small teams, then which team are they going to win against? Where are they going to get the points?
Tell me about TS Galaxy. Tell me about TS Galaxy very quickly. What is TS Galaxy doing wrong right now? And what should they be doing?
No, what TS Galaxy is doing now, Oti, is going to sit back and they're going to rely on the counters. And then remember, I always said teams normally know that Chiefs 4 and 5, the defense, the center backs, they are not mobile. So they try to use that speed. That's how I'm saying, why not have Chivaviro and have Dupreez in the ground so that you make them to defend even more. So that they can see that you are going for an all-out attack. Because playing against TS Galaxy OT, it's another thing. It's another thing. Like, for Chiefs not to win against small teams, you are going to be the victims of banter until when? This season. With the coach. No.
No, Prasipo. Thank you so much, Prasipo. Let me bring the Busi.
Hey, Uthi, kunjani manje?
Man ngimnandi Busi, ucoach uchintshile. Sibona ngathi bavukile mara umlilo wephepha, or is it a proper thing? Umlilo paraffin, or is it a proper thing that we're seeing now? Before I ask you for your thoughts.
Yeah, no, I assume Lilo Pepper, Unabi making changes. It shows that you've got a coach. Yeah. Yeah, it shows that we've got a coach.
Ngisho le performance laba gijima kanje. Is it just for now?
No, that's why I'm saying good. It shows that we've got a coach. We only mistake first half, he changed it second half. So why are we crying? Why Otis Siba victim Yama fans? Why Yama fans needs to tell us what to do with our team?
Yeah.
No, they can't tell us what to do with our team. They're telling us this player is that, this player is that. Marty is good. When Marty is not playing, there's no shape, which is, I've seen that. Against Sundowns, Masoluza 4, he was not playing. He didn't start the game. But when he come on, I always say, but when he come on that game, he changed the game completely.
Yeah.
So, ama lentole, bangenzingat bastanda, bengastand OT, abastandi. And the Chiefs, mangabia petatina so kuluma sita, Chiefs is not good. And unabe agna laia kona, Nabi is staying. Okay, OT, coming to the game, look at the game, man. I mean, like we are defending first half, we're playing deep, and then it's hot, OT. I understand that.
Yeah.
We get one chance. Dupreez should have buried that. He should have buried that. Yeah, you now the team is under pressure because of the chances that we create. I always say, if you miss the chances, at least give us one goal so that we can say at least he scored. But the guy didn't. That was a chance, OT. At least let the goalkeeper save it. I mean, like hit the target. I mean, come on, guys. And then OT, like right now, we don't know what you have until it's gone. We miss Cross. I miss Cross going to that left back, going up, helping Umtu on that side.
Yeah.
Understand?
Yeah.
But I think let's not panic. We're going to win this game 3-1 OT. And there's just to tell you, Sipo, there's no small teams in the PSL. All teams are the same.
Okay. No, Vusi, thank you so much. Just to give you updated here, Ditlokwe just got a yellow card. Tried to control the ball and played past somebody, and then Udichejan was able to win that ball back. Stereophonic, hey man.
PTSD LA Tomile.
Hey.
I say this in the group all the time. Even though no, I just sent a prayer into the group just for your Kaizer Chiefs.
Mara Stereophonic.
The first half.
Mara Stereophonic, is it PTSD, post-traumatic stress, or is it mid-traumatic stress disorder? Because it's been like this now. We know.
You know what? The first half, it looked like never Dalago Tondo Stadium. Like you got never fish like come on, man. Like I think we couldn't string more than 5 passes, and it was just on the defense side. And like you had commented that the midfield was not showing up. I mean, I was so disappointed. I mean, you know what? Credit to Mdu for trying to, create something out of nothing. That was a beautiful pass to Dupree, and unfortunately, it happened, and you know what? I'm struggling to watch. I see the changes. Fine. Credit to the coach to see that. Okay, obviously, it's just logic that if there's a problem, the coaches must make changes, and we can see that is happening. But
can I ask you something? Do you think that with the style of play that we're playing, or the type of play we're trying to play, do you think that it's coming down to the coach being stubborn and wanting to play his style of play regardless of the players, or is he trying to adapt to these guys and it's not working out?
Look, okay, stubbornness from the coach, I wouldn't say. I think it's more of, like you say, it's that movie that we've been watching. Now we're entering season 10. But okay, not season 10 in terms of the style of play. Maybe the style of play and the attitude of the players. Maybe we're entering season 4. We've watched this movie before. And you know what? I must compliment my fellow supporters. We are probably the most optimistic football supporters in the world. Because honestly, I do not see a win. Maybe the most optimistic that I can be is a draw. Okay. But I don't see a win. I don't see a win. Nah, I don't see a win. The moment we conceded and the way we conceded, that was just load shedding. Very typical load shedding.
But can our government stop us having load shedding? But can we stop, Nabi?
Surely they can. Surely. I mean, surely we have video analysis. And I mean, it reminds me of even the goal we conceded against Magesi.
No, still for time. Let me jump in. Guys, feel free to request. I'll let you guys in. We'll have a conversation. Yo, guys, Chiefs had a couple of chances there. Maybe Ranga is not the guy that man can do that. He had a bad pass where he gave it to the defender. Look, it's open. It's open. What I will say is, what's good about the second half is that we've started with a little bit more energy. We're giving a little bit more energy, and that's giving TS Galaxy some problems. Like I said, I don't think TS Galaxy is playing the most amazing football. That's the reason why they're leading. I think it's because of a lot of our own little issues that we haven't dealt with, right? So my worry is that this 65th minute, this energy is going to be gone. And also what's also worrying is Polokwane City did a similar thing to us when we were playing versus Polokwane City. They sort of sat back, absorbed the pressure, and then they caught us. Late in the game, 90th minute, they scored a goal. TS Galaxy has had, TS Galaxy has had maybe 2 chances now where they've come out with 2 men. That's Zalmovic. Where's Zalmovic? That's Zalmovic with, I think it's Litwal, I'm not sure. that's Zadmovic, they're going to kill us. There's going to be a counter where they're going to get through, and I'm scared for that. The only thing that's keeping us into this game, honestly speaking, is the energy that is brought in by Umfundo, who I always say, Umfundo gives us so much energy when he comes inside. And you can tell that he loves it. He's a Chiefs player. He loves the limelight. He loves the pressure. He always gives us his all when he comes into the pitch, right? One of the few leaders we have, unfortunately, Shem, he's one of the younger players. But anyway, he always gives us that. So we're getting that bit of energy from him. Him and Shabalala are connecting. I don't think Ranga fits with these guys, and it's going to be a lot of what do you call it? It's going to be a lot of back and forth, and back and forth is scary because Chiefs' defense is not good enough for us to be going back and forth with certain players. Glenn. Hey, Glenn, man. How about your coffee? Oh, sikote. Glenn, ring Glenn. Evan. Glenn, umametse house kamo.
Hey, Rothman.
Kiata, sosha, re kutlwa hore ba bang ba ba fitlileng pele ba reng. Okay, let me go to there we go. Glenn, uri.
Aye, Nabi must go. I'm sick and tired. I got heartful. Nabi must go.
Khoza Africans, that's how you know. King, obona.
No, you know the problem with Chiefs is one, eh? You have 5 to 6 days of training, ne? Mara, what they are playing is like maybe it's a surprise. Sorry, this is how we're going to play. Surprise for everybody. Aye.
Yeah.
Aye. You correct. There's no that thing of meticulous planning for Chiefs. It's like maybe things are happening in game day, and others are getting preference over others. Okay, fine. Okay, let's hypothetically say that everybody is not performing. But you can see in Fundo Vilakazi where every time when he gets on the pitch, we were losing 3-0 against Sundowns or 4-0. He came on and he made a difference. We had 2 shots on target from him. He's a young boy, we understand. But what do we have? We have young players who want to play, and these are young players who have the character that we need to coach Chiefs.
Look at him collecting the ball. Look at him collecting the ball. Look at him collecting the ball. Yeah.
We are one. I am with it. So we have a coach. He's a Tunisian coach. He has won everything in Africa. He must understand that wherever you go, your style of play must be altered against whatever you find in that country. When you go to Tanzania, you have players who are strong and strongly built. They can shield the ball and whatsoever. When you come to South Africa, you have nippy players who play quick 1-2s, and you must adapt your style of play to what you find in a certain country. Now you must go.
So then, how much time do you think Nabi will have, Glenn? And do you think that January Chiefs will be able to make the changes that everybody's speaking about?
Let me tell you something about Kaizer Chiefs. Kaizer Chiefs is so numb to disappointment is so numb to disappointment to the fact that they're going to let Nabi coach Kaizer Chiefs for 2.5 years. 2.5 years. 2.5 years. I can imagine if Steve Compella was so poor in terms of results at Kaizer Chiefs. But the play Steve Compella was so progressive and so energetic to happen that you thought that things were going to come alright. But the reality of the matter was that it was never going to come alright. Here is again Steve Compella in the form of Navi, who is going to be given enough time for what we don't know. And he's going to be given enough time. He's going to stay Kaizer Chiefs for 2.5 years. I can imagine.
Okay. No, Glenn. Last thing.
And for me, the 2.5 years is going to be a prolonged period of time where we are going to enjoy an unsuccessful period.
Okay, Glenn, for time, I'm gonna jump in before I let you know who Sikote. I'm gonna speak about Utotli, who looks like he's injured. He's gonna be coming off. It looks like Mashiane is getting ready to come on. We're probably going to see Udi Kloke going back into left center back, and then Mashiane coming up. I think it might give us a little bit more life, Mara. I don't know if it's going to work out. Sigore, welcome to the show. How are you? Okay, let's check. Okay, we'll come back. Lebza.
My good sir.
Thanks, Lebza. As somebody who's watching on the outside, man. Kupa umpe objective view, man.
Ke lebeletse mo ke mo bo shalolile mo ke lebeletse game monna ai, but I wanted to just say go fedile ke lehlogonolo. Forget about your history, forget about the times where you used to pay referees and win things, and start from scratch. Like, start small, build from the back your team. So you remember when Ruud Krol came and we were saying he's playing boring football, but he started by building defense first. And when you couldn't score against Pirates, he now started focusing on scoring goals now. And Pirates went on to win things. Chiefs needs to start there. Like, start by accepting what you are not at the level of Chiefs, of Sundowns and Pirates and the likes, and accept it. Once you accept it, then you're like, okay, then how do we move on from here? How do we get to this level where these guys are? Because if you keep on saying you are at that level, but we just have bad players, you will never, ever, ever face your reality that you are not anywhere near those teams. Then you don't deal with the problem at the core. I mean, accept that you're a small team and just take Putti. Putti will build that counter-attacking football where he's defending and winning by 1 or throwing 1-1 and isn't losing. I think at Chiefs, you will even have enough resources to can go on and win more than draw and lose very few games. So it's a matter of just accepting that.
Do you think Chiefs can come back into this game?
No, I think Bailoba better 2-1. I said it in the group early, and then Theo said, no, it's impossible. This team, we are beating it. I'm like, hey, man, I've watched Chiefs, man. They're getting beaten. There's no way they're winning this game.
Okay. No, Lebza. Let me bring in Sosha. Sosha Life, welcome to the show. How are you?
Groot man, okay.
Hey.
Na groot man ke le bagane yane.
Yeah.
Mara ka mkhwe ke bonang. Chiefs tshwantse ba be le nako ya hore ba fe coach nako a te buildele team yena a khona. And then ha fetsa a be le starting 11 ya high. And then a be le bareking substitution tsa hae tsa itse tse di nkunela game. So know the guy who under pressure, the supporters di batla win. Of which bona ba rile ba build. How can you build and then now fetsa o batla rulela ka mo a isu fetso a. So Chiefs know na re felle pelo ai le rona re ntse 10 years re sna trophy. Ra build that coach di atla di tsamaya. Mara ka mkho ba irang if coach a ira one mistake ba mo go ba so le na under pressure the guy a sa tlhola itse re ireng. So no nante ke kopelanga Chiefs supporters le di Chiefs fan aba fe this guy nako because it's a good quality, it's a coach this guy. Mind you, ha ka mo Chiefs
Mara tswantsa re fe eng le yena on his side. What can to show faith?
The guy who fitlile o mone first game ya high we win, second game I win. Ala bontsha hore nna kwa o striker ke motho le gore ba tlo kora pele and then ke defend morago. So no una exposed to go morago because of under pressure hore a fe the Chiefs the points. Ke game tse ithutsela hore Chiefs it's any more tsona isa go re pele. How ga level from go morago since the guy atlile. So aba fe the guy nako at least re mo lebelleng go second round tong. No, osa build the 15 games here I dlale and then the second round I defend abe mo top 8 at least. Haga ba mo top 80.
Yeah.
Aba mo top 80 next year. Ya nna hona le bontshang hore o tumile ka eng.
Kopa go botsa something. Chiefs tlo mo fa di players tseo. If o batla di players tsa high, Chiefs tlo di reka di players tseo soon, or is it going to be a 2-3 year thing? Gore kry di-player.
nna ke nagana gore a re lebeleleng January gore ba lebeletseng, because recently ba re ba batla Mfano wa ko Polokwane City, and o ka re ba na le striker se seng from overseas se ba se lebeletseng. So a re mo feng chance, guys ke ngwana motho le ena. Steve Compella a re lebelela Daiburu ba re ke mang, ba mo file chance. VV ba mo file chance a loser ka last game.
Yeah.
Tlhalwanya mara ba mo kobile.
Oh,
Another year.
Middendorp.
Middendorp, yeah, Middendorp. The guy who loses the last game, ba mo koba. Why never some tlohele mo teaming? So then Chiefs the guys have a patience.
Okay.
Ska ba apea stamp o ka re ba apea di-popcorn. Stamp se batla nako, o se bidise. So popcorn, you just put whatever you can put, and then was starter stuff. So aba emele, good job on ba winela.
Okay. No, Sasha, thank you. Let me bring in CJ with the proper account, not the burner. Welcome, my brother.
Are we going to keep quiet now? Goalkeeper misses, punches players in the face in the 18-yard, and the ref keeps quiet. Aye, guys, come on. Dudley is out, injured.
Yeah.
Not a single card. Aye, guys. And now
there's
obviously now the Chiefs technical team is getting a red card, a yellow card because of what we are seeing. I mean, the keeper missed the ball completely and he punched Reeve in the face like boxing, blow by blow, and you are quiet. Aye, guys. Okay, let me leave this thing. I think Napi lost this game on the starting lineup.
Okay.
I thought player personnel that he chose, he was not going to win this game. You cannot play with 6 defensive players thinking that you're going to win anything. I didn't see Chiefs winning this game, in particular the first half. You can't have Blom, Mart, Mtetwa, Miguel, Dudley, Titlokwe, and Reeve in the same starting lineup. Those are defensive-minded players. Who's going to be creative? You put him marked to be part and parcel of your defensive and offensive players. You are not going to win the game that way. The substitution as well. I'm happy with Potsane and I'm happy with Vilakazi and Potsane's substitution. I don't think Ranga should have been.
There's that ball I was telling you about.
I don't think Ranga should have come in.
Yeah.
What you are complaining and asking for, look at, is losing those balls. The balls that you are saying is going to win and have Abo Mashe, Abo Duba run around him, and he's losing them. He can't even trap the ball. Look at that.
Why is he on the wing? No, but why is he on the wing?
That's why Ranga is not needed. He must be sold. In fact, he should be on the transfer list when it comes to the January transfer list.
Okay.
So ouch. Lastly, I think Chiefs needs to do something with their playmakers. I think the fact that Matlo is injured, Nkosi Independent Ngobo is injured. Now I don't know what happened to Serino as well. Those are all your 3 ball-playing players. You don't have any of them. As much as I like Chabalala, but as a 10 is also not as effective. He can't tempo the game very well. So I think Chiefs needs to do something in the 10 department as well. Miguel as a 6, I hope you saw that it will not work. The number of balls that he's losing in that defensive setup, he can't even find his own players. To have him as a 6, it will be a total nightmare. It means that, as you said, the Test Galaxy are just sitting, waiting for him to give him the ball, and he does exactly that. So Chiefs, I think that starting lineup for me is the cause of this result.
Okay.
I think they would have kept Patrice because he only had 1 chance. It's not like they were giving him chances and he missed. He only had 1 chance that he missed. And I think if you give him more chances, then obviously it's going to be a sharper. Mart should be out. they should take Mart out now with immediate effect.
So then tell me, Sinje,
Yes.
I want to ask you, what are your expectations for Nabi now? You know, are you also waiting for a transfer window or two? Does he have that time? What is the, you know, what is the status of Nabi right now?
I think one, we need to be very patient with Nabi. The difference between Nabi and Molifenseke, the reason why I was calling for Molifenseke's head was that Molifenseke was not giving us anything going forward. His tactics were not, they were not creating goal score opportunities. The reason why I cry for Arthur Zwane was that he was giving us clear goal scoring opportunities and our player personnel were missing them. And I'm getting the same sense with Nabi, is that Chiefs, I think they are in the top 3 teams with the most goal scoring opportunities. It's just that our player personnel could not convert it. A coach that can create a game plan that will give you a scoring opportunity is a coach that you are keeping. Now, I would go for a coach's head when your playing tactics are not giving us scoring opportunities.
But if the results are the
So
same,
I
though,
would keep Nabi. I would rather have the same results, lose and create score and create scoring opportunities than lose. And then you have one single shot on target, one single scoring opportunity. I mean, what were you doing? What did you come here to do? So I like Nabi. He's showing that he's playing more. He wants to score goals. It's just that unfortunately we are not as lethal and ruthless as we are supposed to be. So I would keep Nabi. Look, where is Amazulu on the log now?
yeah. Just for time, Sinje. I just have to come in and say that Umteto has been taken off. Saile has been introduced to the game, which is the time that I think Saile is okay. But then I worry about the midfield, that what's going to happen there in the midfield. Buda!
Wala othi kunjani?
Ubomute asibuda man. Mara unjani Frank?
Ya nyaphila othi nyaphila kunjani?
Man, hey, right, I guess. What is the game?
Well, I'm a bit disappointed the way the team conceded. If you can look at them, the way they conceded, they were like 2, I think, defenders, players, and then the rest they were hoping to push up while the ball wasn't cleared yet. But I think Nabi is in a good track, and also people don't understand that when you are building, you are going to lose specific goals.
Okay.
I mean games. You know, you will definitely lose some matches, and you will lose most because you don't have the right material that you believe you need to have. But I mean, calling for his head, I think it's too early. I hope maybe even you guys can be more patient. Give him 3 years or so. And I'm not saying 3 years trophyless. No, I'm not saying 3 years
I was about to say,
give him 3 years to build, 3 years to build.
Okay.
Remember when Konstantin Papiki came to Pirates after 10 years of drought. When he came to Pirates, there was a lot of transitioning in terms of football when they play, but he never won anything. So you give this guy a chance, because I think the way Pirates plays now, it's that that formation, that standard, that setup here and Papik, of short passes, interplaying, Tatumont, and I think if you give Nabi some chance, and he also needs to believe more on Mfundo. I think Mfundo should be starting games. To be honest, he has that never die attitude.
If I could ask you, what do you think is making him not make those changes? If we're thinking about it, just to give him the benefit of the doubt, what do you think it is that's stopping him from doing those type of things now?
Of starting
like starting Mfundo, changing maybe some of the the defensive setup, taking out Abu Mart.
At this point, I'd like to blame their performance analysis, or analyst, the guy who does that job. Actually, he if you can go check the previous game, UTS Galas, I think this is a similar goal. This is how they play now, where they get to deep pockets and they square the ball. I think the analyst should have noticed that that's how they play. That's how they normally attack now, and maybe we could have been more. Maybe I think that's why he added so many defenders. He wanted to block that transitioning of deep pockets and throwing the ball in, score or cutting the ball back. But I think he's in a good track. If I were you, I would applaud him because last year by this time you guys were somewhere else.
Oh,
You know?
they've got the same exact points.
In terms of and then in terms of games,
It's same game, same points. Him and Zeki at this point of the season, they had the same amount of points.
Yes. Okay. Oh, I am not talking on Zeki. Please.
No, I'm saying last year it was him. By this time they have the same exact amount of points.
Yeah, I would say it's because of quality. You know, if you look at the players, they haven't added nothing special. And also, man, I mean, Chiefs needs to go back to their days. You know, we all know that you need to take care of these. Allegedly, you need to take care of these agents so they can lower the price down, and then we can be able to get proper players. Because
Man, just pay the money, man. Just pay the money.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter,
and
even if it's high.
Safe. Yeah, exactly. This is what I mean, you know. But I'm giving him even though he's losing, but he's losing with dignity. The players, they are showing character. You know, it's just that it's not good players, but it's players that they want to win, you know. And also in terms of injuries, you know, the depth also adds onto his, you know, slow down in building. But I think so far he's a good coach. You know, even if the team loses, it doesn't mean he's a bad coach. Yeah.
For time's sake, I'm just gonna jump in there. I just want to do something quickly, guys. We are in the 81st minute. Chiefs is still 1-0 down versus ETS Galaxy. Let me go to AB. AB, welcome to the show. How are you? Mario, you sound far away. AB, what's happening?
Mr. OT.
There we go. No, I'm not, my brother. I'm stressing.
Yeah.
I want to go.
I'm a Chiefs fan. All I can say is one thing about us, we always cover the coach and saying that we need players. One thing I know, there's a famous quote that Jose Mourinho once said, good coaches make bad players quality. If you can't manage those players and change them into something, what does that tell you about the coach? You see our attack is toothless. What do? You play 3 defensive midfielders. Mart is defensive, Blom is defensive, Mtetwa is defensive. Why didn't you place Upotsane? You show that Potsane shed light. Duduzi, Vilakazi, Tuba, and the proper Dupreya. If Potsane was there, at least we were going to be fluid in the front because we were going to the team was going to commit many fouls. Our coach's tactics and the way he structures the team is leaving loopholes. Because when you push, Miguel is going to get many cards. I know, he has a bit of loopholes as well. But when you push the fullbacks, you need to know that my center backs are smart enough to pick up and read. When you play against lower teams, you know that they're going to hit us with a counter. Do you trust that your defensive midfielder is going to think thoroughly to no, when these guys push, let me and Mart go back? Because we already have numbers in the front. So why can't he do that? I am tired of hearing people saying, Nabi. Nabi's average coach. That's it. Because one thing I can say, we can't lose to Polokwane. We can't lose to that Real AM game was on his head. Because 2-0 down, there's no need for us to rush the game. Let's hit these guys with a counter. Mart, Teto, sit. Duduzi, Dupriya, Serino, we rely on you because you're the fastest. You can't tell me that a smart coach would not pick that up. Why are you still attacking if you're 2-0 up? Real AM are not going to attack us every night. They were going to see that the more we attack Chiefs is the more we leave holes. Nabi,
Okay, no, AB. No, thank you, AB. Guys, we're in the 84th minute. It's an open game. Look, Chiefs could score here, but it's looking more likely that TS Galaxy is going to hit a counter and catch us off guard. I'm sensing something of a Polokwane, what Polokwane did to us in a similar situation when we started pushing players forward. But we'll see how it pans out. Let me go to Malume Kuto. Malume Kuto.
Mr. OT.
Last time, I'm bringing you back. Jole, I wanna please make it that I didn't make a mistake.
I know.
Malume Kuto.
As the management the Chiefs, medihlale phansi nalengwenya imtshela ukuthi we are behind you.
Yeah,
keep doing what you are doing. Remember when you are building, Mr. Oti, khona la ubona khona ukuthi okay, system yam ayilivumi le player. I need a specific player who can take pressure alone at the back, miss attack. You understand? I need XYZ. Because khona manje we are improvise. Yonke into ayenzayo is working the material ayitholile. The reason why Chiefs management should not react the same as they would to a Molefinseki has nothing to do with race or nationality, but with the fact that Molefinseki was part of the system. So he should have known already. Umchithi kodwa ukufika, Mr. OT. La, something says Chiefs could still win this game. Because they've got enough box entries by a kokota, Mr. OT. And Bafana must strike. I don't see why, even though 65 minutes, which might be a factor, but I still think they could grab something from this game. You understand, Mr. OT? Ningafaka coach pressure. Mnigeni chance up here. Literally. As long as Nansa maintains status within the PSL, give Unabi a chance. There is no way you would think Unabi is not the one. Avusa matlapa, winisa matlapa, and amakapanzi magabi. A competed up a Karaking, a Morocco, keep it team number 2.
Yeah.
Give them a chance, Mr. OT. Give him a chance upbuilding. This guy Rasha. Don't, I mean, Polokwane City is capable of beating Mamelodi Sundowns, guys.
But can I ask you, Malume Kuto, is there something we should not expect, obviously not to win cups and things like that? What can we expect from him in order to show that, man, okay, you deserve the transfer window, you deserve the players and the money? I know that's Chiefs management stuff, but you deserve all of this stuff. What can he show us as well that can maybe, make us, I don't know, confident?
Bar for this game, it Chiefs yakora, Mr. OT. I saw calling him a goal. Bar for this game. So that's a sign.
But it's 12.
Okay, first things first. It's what, Mr. OT?
I was going to say it's 12-12 though. They concede as much as they score, so it's not helping us too much.
As a sign, you're looking for signs. He can score. So now, what does he need? He needs to build a defense. And Naya figure, Mr. OT, he made an emergency signing. You understand? He made an emergency signing by saying, okay, I can see that there's an issue, a mover, Tingtole Umikel. That's his only player. It means which he has already identified which move was thinking. But where I think he should really improve, and Yambulala, Mr. OT, his training methods, the way players are getting injured, it makes me question with Bachimaganjan. But they get injured in instances where a fit player mentally and physically would not get injured. That Bradley caused injury from last week and this Dudley injury. Yeah, for me it speaks Unga be switched on during the game. Kona la singa comba the opponent with Ligli Mazile, but Kona la sisho kon with now man. You should have reacted. You should have seen that coming. So they could improve on my training. I remember Arsenal during Arsene Wenger's later years, they had an issue with training. Every time a player would be out. And then and during Ernst Middendorf's tenure, he did say he corrected our training methods, which we saw George Maduleke play the whole season, something they wouldn't could have been the whole season had he not been signed. Abomatoho also played a greater part of the season, and when Ernst left, they couldn't play as many games. So training is very important. You understand, Mr. Uti? If they can improve with training and get a player here and there, then they can stay. Because Konamaji Galwa emergency, because they listen to our supporters. You get what I mean? They listen to our supporters unnecessarily. If it's 1-0, Mr. Oti, you don't need to be throwing the kitchen sink, Mr. Oti. But because the noise from my supporters is way too loud, I mean, the guy just got here, asked for time, and he's already fighting for his job. Guy don't cheat the chance. Mr. OT. Not like this. You can't be throwing the kitchen sink from first half. Because when you save his span. I really think
I wanna reply, but for time. Let me.
It Chiefs. Between Oksana, coach, Nama player, they should also sign supporters who can just relax.
Mara Malume, after 9 years, I hear you, but you also have to But you also have to understand where the fans are coming from. I mean, you can't be. No, I'm just saying, just to throw the fans some bail. You can't be optimistic for 9 years. Even Chiefs as a club now has to carry the burden of supporters that have gone through 9 years with you. You get what I mean? So I hear you where you say we have to do that, but I feel as though some supporters may be feeling now that, Mara, I did that. Year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5, year 6, year 7, year 8, year 9. Now you're asking me for a little bit more now. You know, maybe it's not too, maybe they should stop listening to the supporters, to be fair. Stop listening to them, but understand where the supporters are right now, if that makes sense. So treat us with kid gloves as well as you want us to treat the coach, if that makes sense.
Now, Mr. OT, at no point during the 9 years were Chiefs supporters ever chilled.
Oh, we were. The 3 years, Compella.
Nah,
the 3 years.
Even during, I was there.
When he was making finals and losing, and we were all going, it's okay. Zwane.
Mr. OT, you're not going to pull a this time I was alive. I saw Steve Compella Kichimiso and Masapota.
Year 3.
Even before that, there are memes of Steve Compella. No. I'm gonna say this. There are years who Steve Compella beget Hugile, and Steve Compella begat number 2, number 3. Even during this guy.
Malume, do you understand that Steve Compella? No, he was the second coach. He started the trophyless run.
Nah, not
actually. Vermezovic started it, but. Okay, no, it's fine.
Of course, Steve Compella any trophyless drought la because Nina Nihale Ugniga Umashamaite no kana kimang Nabumasango ama contract extension, and then Steve Compella had to walk into a team that was filled with an exodus.
First, and he signed everyone. And he signed how many players? He was allowed a huge budget.
Huge budget, come on.
Those were the players that he wanted. He started the exodus.
That's like that, Mr. OT. Mr. OT, Steve Compella Mr. OT,
and he got rid of all of the senior players. He was allowed that, and he brought in all different. Malume Kutso.
As like Mr. OT, but we know who does what. Come on, like as we know which certain players are pushed out. Erasmus are frozen out. We know these things. It has
so who should it hang on then? But who should it hang on? Okay.
Tranquilo, Mr. OT. Tranquilo. So, what I wanted to say was, it's been 9 years. It's been 9 years for you. It's only been 3 months for Lengwenyale.
Fine. I hear you. So I shouldn't be heard. For the 9 years of suffering, I should shut up.
Understanding with Yazin. Let me support my team. Let me fill up the stadium and assist and play my role as a supporter, Mr. OT. We kept going. See, Coach Aboshel in Everett. We said we believe in management. See, Coach VV, we believe in management and what they're trying to do. Give the coach a chance, man. Even during a lose. When you're building with the OT, you will spot some cracks. That's how you build. Which okay, shot up. Ne plan, okay, is of fit, I fit. Coach chance. Mara if okay,
Mara, why are they listening to fans, Malumekuto? That's why I said to you, for me, the fans are crying, rightfully so. But why are you listening to them then? Now I've said this a long time ago. You know, no, but wait, you've been with me. Yeah? No, we handed in a memorandum. No, Malumekuto. We handed in a memorandum. They made promises. They didn't come through with the promises when Chiefs fans were fine. But all I'm saying is, let me not do anything. Let me say this. When people wanted Pitso out, Motsepe said, at this time, no. We're tired of you guys. You've chased away 3-4 coaches. That's why it's Mina. Fine, you can say that the fans and all of that, I agree with you. But I'm saying that now that you know that the fans are like that, can you please stop reacting to the fans then? If it is the fans, that's the problem. Stop reacting to them. But if it means that Nabi Chwanse outseka police what, ha pobi amu defend. Remember we had the conversation about Bozwani, that if Zwane is actually your guy and you fetched him and you believe in him, then you need to stand by him. You are the ones who are meant to be protecting that guy with the fans. Nabi doesn't know the fans. He doesn't come from here. So that's why Nakire, should they then stop listening to the fans and do the job? Maybe it should have been done a long time ago. That job, yes! Oh, Danko Chiva.
You will get something. Relax.
Oh, but I said it. Malume Kuzo, did I not say this game we can score?
Mr. Uti. I've been saying you are getting box entries. There's a way for supporters to watch the game. Chiefs has spent the larger amount of the second half literally in the TX Galaxy box. How are you fighting the coach? Nibono with okay, siyakokota siyangonqoza sifake ne-strike eziyi-2. Nalil phakathi.
Lingene njani futhi malume Kusi? Lingene njani? Oh, lingene njani? Lingene njani? Lingene njani?
From countless box entries. That's what you do.
Lingene njani? Ileko malume Kusi. Lingene njani? Hey, malume Kusi, lingene njani?
Okay, explain lingene njani. A winger played across and a striker was set.
Corner kick was played. A corner kick was played. The TS Galaxy keeper was out of position, and then it was finished off because it hit the crossbar.
Mr. Oti, a corner kick came. The first striker was attacked the first pole, and then the goalkeeper spilled it. Unless you're watching a different game.
What? No. Was that coming from a play?
No. It's as over Chiefs. If you
So when TS Galaxy got 2 chances there and got 4 box entries, are we saying that TS Galaxy was playing well? They also got box entries.
I can understand, Mr.
Malume Kuzo.
So which they call it like goal?
No, keep going. No, you know what my thing is, ne? I said here that it's either going to be 1-1. I said it or the Chiefs can score here. They're probably going to come and score. But we saw a similar thing versus Polokwane City, and Polokwane City went back and made it 2. So we saw the box entries and stuff, and we're already behind because of something that has happened previously that we saw before. I'm not saying, I've never said Minaore, Nabi must go or it must be fired or whatever. My gripe with Chiefs right now is, if we've seen the same thing for 8 weeks or 8 games, if we've seen the same thing, at some point I look at the coach and the players and I say, Marajans, at what point do you guys say, let's not do this anymore? So if we're found wanting on the left-hand side because our left back pushes too far up and that takes Dotley out of position or Miguel on the other side, let's go, okay, please sit back and let's not do the thing we were doing. That's the chat here for me. I don't know about others. I have not said that Nebi must go. I said I'm starting to question him because we cannot say, 9 games into the season that we are waiting for the transfer window. There's plenty of games until the transfer window. Can we put something together? Even if, I remember last game, what did I say? Even if it means that this game, draw, but we're starting from the point of we are not conceding, then I'm fine. Now, these results are great. You need these results. I want results like this 1-1. If it was a 2-1, it would be even better. Now, Mikel Cardoso, they won the game. Fine, they've got their 1-0. You need those type of games. But we can't take away some of the things. And I think maybe the problem is questioning is different to questioning, criticizing doesn't mean that I want my team to lose or I want the coach to go. That's for me where I'm standing, where I'm like, I sit here, you guys watch me. I sit here, I come in with a smile on my face. Things happen, I start doing whatever, but I still go, okay, fine. The first question I ask half time is what? Guys, what can we do in the second half in order for us to play better and to win? Can we see some other things, coach, when things are not going right? Can we not wait for this situation for us to throw the kitchen sink? And now when you throw the kitchen sink, last time the kitchen sink ended up with a 2-0 loss to Polokwane because we weren't properly solid from the first. This is what I'm saying. So sometimes, man, I hear you guys take Chiefs fans as a whole or whatever and make it sound like ra complain or whatever. But if you listen to some of them and some of the things they're coming up with, yeah, maybe they think that a better player will be better in that position. Can we get a better player? I push against that. But anyway, can we get a better player? It's coming from a place of love. Can we get a coach that works? Because for now, it's the first time in 9 years? Oh, not the first time. It's one of the few times in 9 years where you've brought in a quality coach. Now we're a short player and we're being asked to sit for another year or another 6 months or another season or another whatever. Those things take its toll at times. So in as much as you're asking for Coach Nabi to be respected, can you also respect the fans who do? They sell out every jersey launch, Malume Kutso. They buy every jersey. Barakeli, the tracksuit, the capis, the baggy. They come out with their jerseys. They're out here. They were filling up stadiums and doing all that stuff. How come we don't give credit for that too? You
I
get
will
me?
always call you the most supported team. And by the way, you did say Nabi must be fired. In not so many words. We listened
When did I say it?
When you said maybe he's not the coach for the type of
Why did I say it? Why did I say it? And after that, if you were listening, after that I said, now that the decision has been made for Nabi to come, I even said it here, it's going to be on YouTube in full. I even said, I would have done this transition differently. I never said he must go now. I said maybe bringing in Nabi was a symptom of a problem that we already have. I've never called for him to be fired.
Well,
Never.
in not so many words.
Ay, Malume Kutsi.
Mr. Oti, ngicela nje ugqizelela something and then Spoiler. Sorry, Spoiler, for doing this to you. Mr. Oti, when you look at Sundowns Rulani, sorry to use such a team that's well matured compared to other teams in terms of growth. There's a player who was used differently and replacing a player who was performing. Utapelo Morena was moved from a right back. Gwa electwa Motaung to play right back. The reason why Motaung played right back, I've listened to a couple of interviews of Coach Rulani where he said he did not see Umorena as a right back because he left the spaces when going forward.
Okay.
And if Pirates is Sundowns 3, Coach Rulani coming in was correcting exactly that to say, okay, I need a center back who can easily cover full back area and center back area. Why? Because I'm playing much higher up on the pitch, which is why we saw Umvala play as a center back because of his speed, which he can cover the full back position and cover the center back position, right? So when we ask, okay, it's him attacker, but the left back position is vacant. There's an area there that we see. Why is not Dlali Lapa? Why is not defend Lapa? Why is not Enzin? Because there's no quality player there in a cover like Umvala does. So in the interim, we try and we soldier on until we get a transfer window to get an Umvala-esque type of defender.
But didn't Rulani change his system to accommodate that? He only changed it later when he finally got the players. He was playing something different.
Even Mr. OT. So I'm saying, even need to coach Rulani on the style of play sakhe as eliminator certain players that certain players could not play. Abojali were replaced instantaneously because the quality at Sundowns was there. So Unabi is system yakhe. Unfortunately, these players, some of them they can't even replace. They can. We saw Utumtetwa is not Nabi's favorite player, but the way kunzima ngakhona sekazi uyamdlala. Give him a window where he can play as a CDM that can cover those positions that we think would see Agnamuto cover lapho. Once you get the right players, you will see which their position it's covered. But I've stressed it enough. Spoiler, sorry, my brother.
The only thing I'll come back to say is even Coach Rulani understood that before I have those players, I have to create a different system so I can accommodate the ones that are there and get the results. Then must be a good transfer window. I'll be able to do what I want. My cry is, I can't wait 15 games of up and down. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know. Create a system that can accommodate them. Don't make your left back fly. Leave your left back back. for the time being so that you can get the results. But if I'm looking at your results and they look exactly like Unseki, then I could argue that, defensively, Unseki was incredible. He was working on the defense. We could tell that as a defensive coach, and he wasn't losing those games. I think that's where I'm coming from, Guti. Why are we creating so many excuses for Nabi, but we weren't willing to create those excuses for Abonteki when the results are the same? But anyway, Prasipo, sorry, Prasipo.
Uti, no problem, my friend, no problem. I know when it's Kaizer Chiefs, you
Hey,
tend to be
man.
more emotional.
Hey, man.
But I'm still critical with that point that you said now. It's very important. Why, when it's our local coaches, we say it so quickly that this coach must go, but when it's an overseas coach or what, we tend to say, no, let's give the coach time. Let's OT from Stuart Baxter winning the league, having Solinas, having Steve Compella, and all these coaches up until today. I don't think if a coach is not giving you results. Remember, OT, you can't say you are building a house when you don't see the foundation starting. Remember, a foundation is important for you to see that I'm building a 5-room house or 6-room. So all I was saying, when you're playing, whether you might not call them small teams, when you're playing these teams that are beneath the top 8, where I believe you must be able to collect 3 points there, so that you can then say, I'm playing TS Galaxy, I'm playing Magezi, I'm playing Royal AM, I'm collecting 3 points. I'm struggling with Supersport, Sundowns, Pirates, Stellenbosch, Skukunen, Polokwane City, maybe all these top 8 clubs. But you can't say you are building. And I'm not sure if Kaizer Chiefs supporters or management, with the amount of money that they are paying the coach and the amount of money that they paid the coach out of his contract in Morocco, they will allow a situation where Chiefs might end up outside the top 8. So it's possible, because if you're saying we're going to wait for January OT, you know, with PSL teams, will they sell you the players?
Will our
It's
team
another
buy
question.
the players? Will our
And
team
when you
buy the
say-
players?
Yes. And when you see, and when you say players, remember OT, I was once told by someone at work, a Sundowns supporter, that things have changed. Players no longer want to play for Pirates and Chiefs like in the past, where we know a player will want to play for Pirates and Chiefs. Now we've got a sort of a competition, and then it's more of a business now, because players will choose, even players sometimes they will choose where they think the team is winning. Remember, you cannot attract players when there is no success. That's the other thing. And I'm still saying, OT, let's give the transfer window a chance, and then maybe let's see if Nabi will want to sign 1 or 2 or 3 players of his. But at the end of the day, he cannot sign 11 players. That's the thing. He cannot sign 11 players at the go. So I still say Chiefs must be careful not to be in the top 8 come end of the season. Because if you're not collecting points from the so-called small teams, because someone said they're not small teams. For me, they're still small teams, because Chiefs is a big team. If you can't collect from those so-called small teams, where are you going to get the points? That's my question. Where are you going to get the points? Because for you to qualify for top 8, you know, OT, second round is difficult. We all know second round is difficult. Because people are playing for different aims come second round. So let's give January a chance, and then maybe let's give him a chance and see, maybe. Or maybe we must call, they call it Nyala in Northwest, the ambulance, or they must come in to collect him from the stadium, because I know my neighbor supporters, they know how to, they will eventually lose their patience with him. That's one thing I want to tell you. Yeah, maybe us who watches soccer, we can say yes.
No. Finish off that point.
I was
Proceed.
saying OT, my last point. I was saying for us who understand soccer, we can say we watch it and we analyze it and then we say, let's give him a chance. Let's see. But for people who are spending their hard-earned money to go to stadiums every game of Kaizer Chiefs, it might be a different story, believe me. We might need Nyala to come and collect Nabi out of the stadium. So we tend to take things for granted. But then OT, thanks for the time.
No.
And Tyler with the Kuta is not a problem. I'm always here with him, and I know you when it comes to Chiefs, very emotional. Very emotional.
No, let me bring it to you. I'm gonna 1 point, man, at least.
What the relief. Hey. Abuti Kutso siyabonga Nkosi yami. Hey, yazi wakukhuluma kwenzakala. Agent, we must recruit him. He's another prophet, this one. Even though he will be major Kutso, at least we must recruit him at least. He's coming all right. OT. I'm sorry to say this, but some of the guys here will have to forgive me.
Yeah.
I was not even watching the end of the game that much. I was listening to Aputi Kutso for the first time in 10 years.
Yeah.
If 10 years was if 10 years was just a year of knowing him, I 120-30% agree with him. We are delusional, guys. We are so delusional. Our minds are so in China while we are in South Africa. OT. ETS Galaxy finished with top 8. Polokwane City finished with top 8. Like he came here we gave them the game. That one was the players. We can't blame the coach on that. Come now, the players come back from a 1-0 lose to to draw the game in a game where if Patrice scores that goal, it's a different story. If Lepolel Shaoranga, like we can count so many chances that we could have won this game, but unfortunately, the coach said it before the game. He said if we do not take our chances, then it's going to be a different ball game altogether. But one thing that I want to specify, OT. It's so sad that we forget Utabonteki, Abozwane, all those guys were part of the technical team, Barotate, Abakichimiswa, Konamanja, Abanye Bama football manager, sporting Watwati, Abanye Bagma development. We have for the first time, OT, we have a coach that comes in, and I won't lie to you, I'm not defending him. He made a lot of mistakes today. Titi should have not finished the game. Blom could have played a different position than the one he was playing in. The three central defenders the three central midfielders didn't work at all. But one thing that I want to announce as well, OT, name a player at Chiefs that is fully fit that he has not given a chance. You understand? Let's not lie to ourselves. This guy is saying, let me give these guys a chance. He once played him. He played, like, that's why the crazy part. He has played every player because good preseason, some of them they were not available. Now they are available. We are seeing what they are doing. OT, when did you last saw a Chiefs my Liwa? He coach look defend the Fagamai kicking players. Mshini Chukra used to do the very same thing. We had 5 strikers. You understand? We lost that game, but no one complained. Here today, the coach is doing the very same thing, but also Nale came Polokwane City did the same thing. Sakoro Sakala, but at least he was trying to bring back Kutiswina or this draw. So for me, I'm not. Let me say this thing to the guys who have been speaking. Again, guys, if Unabe Vaya, Chiefs is not gonna win any trophy for the next coming 5 seasons. I don't care whether Ngabu Pitso OT. There's no coach that is going to play. Is gonna be given 10 games. Yeah. I'm not saying he's perfect. I'm saying his mistakes. But I'm saying let's let him bring the players that he wants to bring. And let's see, because to be honest with you, OT, assistants there's no way you can sue Shabla Lagu yellow card. You still want to force him to tackles. No. Tell him just rope. Those are simple things, but you cannot expect the coach to do everything. But in this game, OT, Great composure for the guys. The heart was there. The character, OT, to come back and draw the game. Oh, Mashiane Kosam, that corner. OT, we will come back. Let's give Nabi a chance. The first half being asked, being to Mosh.
Minatio, I think the misunderstanding. Mina ngifuna hambe. Mara ngifuna into ehambayo while he's here. So, you know, the reason why we give Abo Rulani, even Mangoba was speaking, even Jose, the reason why we give them credit is because if something's broken, noma ungayipetha just so that ipetcheke siyisebenzise for now. Can you do that? Because I feel like as Chiefs fans, as Chiefs management, sometimes as the Chiefs coaches, the problem is that they feel like there's a tomorrow. They feel like, hey, we're going to go into the window and we're going to sign 5 of the best players. And those players, first game, they're going to click. And when they click, so bakamba. And then you think back and you go, Mara sazama lo coach, sazama la player, sazama logo. By now, I want Gavin Hunt, he came out and he said to us, guys, we're not going to do well in the league. I can tell you that much. I don't have enough of a squad. We've got to transfer. But in the meantime, it is a final CAF. You get what I mean? Then I can look at the coach. Then I can look at the coach and say, okay, you've given me something. Even if we don't win CAF, you've given me something that shows that, okay, Bacon, Manje, it Chiefs, when you look at the situation right now, they have, I think we've had the most rest time of all of the teams. I think we've had the most rest time. We get knocked out and all of that stuff. Maramina Kaliluguti, TS Galaxy was not here. There was no TS Galaxy team here today. Mara, we had to come from behind and make it 1-1. TS Galaxy didn't have a shot. I don't think they had a shot on target outside of the goal. I don't think they did anything. Last minute, 2 minutes left. That's my problem here. I don't mind losing, but rather let it be that you played against a side that was so better. The Luke Pechawako was not there, Shem. Pechawako didn't do anything. But fix things as we go along. You get what, like it's fine. You don't have Williams. You don't have Kutsia. You're not gonna have Williams and Kutsia up until the window. You might not even have them this season, next season. Hey, Gage. You could give us sushi, marisusha yiko. We've got bread. Make a sandwich. You get what I mean? That's my cry. That's my masile suit.
But another thing, OT, that I think is doing on Ngamabom Foods, and I'm happy if he's doing that. I hope he's doing that. I hope he's making bad tactics so the Chiefs can draw or lose games so that he can get his own players. I pray and hope that if that's the case, OT, I'll but besides that, OT, I get you. But I'm saying, Mina, my point is simple. OT, right now we don't have a quality striker. Let's be honest. There's no way if you have a quality striker, Dupreez does not hit that target. There's no way it does not force a save on the goalkeeper in that instant, OT. Sometimes, OT, we cannot have a brains of people who say, no, man, the coach is terrible. But let's look at the game as well, where we're not second half creating chances. Why couldn't we convert them? Yes, he left it too late. Yes, he made mistakes. But that's what I'm saying. He's making mistakes, Mina, personally, because I think he's trying to force certain things that are wrong. OT cannot play as a left back. Rather bring him in as a center back, then left. It makes common sense because Titi is very slow. He's not too good in combinations. So if you do that to make it the team more flexible, but I'm thinking he's also trying to twitch certain things, even though they are defeating him. But I'm saying OT is still 10 games, guys. Come on, it's 10 games. It's not 20. We're not gonna win the league. Let's forget about the league. Let's hope for a top 8. But let's pray and hope by the 20th game he has already have more combinations of Funai. Serino OT was playing good until we have the off the field situations. I believe if Serino no Ranga didn't have those attitudes that they had, the team will be far by now. Serino Tushabalala Ranga OT, they were on fire. Let's be honest. Just the Ranga which was going, then the problem started. But I agree with that Putuhu to 100%. Give Nabi a chance. He's cooking. The team will come along. OT, done.
Let me bring you CJ. CJ. We got a point, man. We got a point, eh?
Listen, Mr. Oti, as I said, we need a performer needs to be very vocal.
Okay.
He needs to be very vocal and he needs to command his front four. He needs to get out of character. He needs to get out of this character of being quiet and because it's not helping us defensively as well. All three of our goalkeepers, they need to be very vocal because they're the ones that can see the blind side of our defenders. They need to shout and alert things that need to be done. I don't quite agree with this thing that Dupreez is not a quality striker, and so he could have done better. But listen, side netting, although all the best strikers hit side netting from time to time. But it's not like he had three chances before that. It was his first chance, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. He hit a side, and if he could get more of those chances, he would continue doing better. So that speaks to our creative midfielders in terms of giving our chances, our strikers, quality chances to finish up, quality chance after quality chance after quality chance. And now we've got midfielders like Marit, who wants to also be on the scoreline. He becomes very selfish sometimes, and that could cost us a game or two. Lastly, Marciana. I think Marciana has raised his hand. Marciana, Potsane raised their hands in this game. Vilakazi, consistent. That boy, Mr. Oti, is one of our consistent players at Kaizer Chiefs. Mfundo Vilakazi, that boy is consistent, and I like his consistency. Him and him too. They've got Kaizer Chiefs in their heart. They play with their heart. They know it takes more than talent, and it takes even wanting to be a Chiefs. It must be demonstrated in how you play. I was not happy with some of Narbi's substitutions. I won't lie. I don't think Ox should have been taken out. I would have taken out Mart. Maybe it's a contract that Mart must always be on the field. And I always say, I think Mart allegedly has naughty photos of management. It can't be this guy. He's always on the field.
Okay.
Otherwise, scrappy goal from Ranga. I still say that he needs to be shown the door. Good quality cross from Marciana. Nice corner kick. That corner could have been a goal on its own. That corner could have been a goal on its own. If the goalkeeper was not that aware, that corner just it could have been troubling some. But anyway, a point from lost. It's a good move. I agree with finally I agree with people that are saying it's not the right time to press the panic button on Nabi. We are not listen. We are not the other ones. You know those SGP ones. You know that one, the local community gathering. They just took out Mangoba now. Those ones. That one in the middle of camp. You must not be like those ones, Mr. Oti. You must learn.
Yeah.
Cut and joint. You know, Mr. Oti, when your car has been in an accident, they don't do cut and joint. They take the whole shell out and put the whole shell in. This cut and joint is these local mechanics. We don't do that here.
Okay, no, CJ. Okay, look, if I can just jump in, guys. Hey, I'm gonna have to go soon. Listen, here's my thing. Nobody's calling for his job. Nobody's calling for his job. Nobody's saying that Unabi must be fired, or at least me. I'm not saying that Unabi must be fired. What I'm saying is that you will ride Ngomusa for so long because unfortunately you coach a certain team. We're saying here about Coach Mangoba that he was 2 bad results from his job. If he had 2 more losses or he had 1 more loss, he'd be gone and the fans would be probably against him. Maybe you need to chase the game. And maybe this is a theme that we have to give to Kaizer Chiefs as a whole. maybe, guys, it's time to swallow pride. I mean, in my supporting of Kaizer Chiefs, I know some truths. I know that January, there's no way we're getting 5 players. January, there's no way. There's no way that Kaizer Junior, who complains, or Kaizer Junior no Bobby, who complain about the prices on a normal window, are going to pay the prices for these quality players that you guys speak of that you want in the January window. That is out of the window. I also know that as Chiefs fans, there's time now. Mara, in the second half of the season, if Chiefs is number 9, there's going to be noise. There's going to be so much noise that Chiefs might even throw Nabi under the bus. I did a video when Nabi started, when he lost 4-0 to Yanga. And I said to Coach Nabi, or well, the video was to him, was to say that, Coach Nabi, if you don't get results, it's not going to matter. Your building, your phases, your this, your that, your all of that stuff. It's not going to matter. And the one thing he must remember is that he's not going to have time. In as much as everybody's saying time and everybody's trying to be tranquilo and trying to be cool, that's not going to happen. So even if it means to get 3 points on the board, just to do, Atazwani could have gotten a lot of rope, finishing 5th. Wanted him out. But anyway, my cry with Coach Nabi is simple. I know you've got your style of play. I know you want to play a certain way. I know that you want certain players. He's speaking now after every press conference that he wants to go into the transfer market. He wants to sign these people. He wants to do all of that stuff. I know. But the truth of the matter is that this is the Chiefs that you have for now. So in now, what you need to be trying to do is to make it so that we know Guti, we're top 8. Let's solidify top 8. And then we know that next season at least, MTN top 8. That's a good chance for a trophy for you. Very early, get rid of the pressure. Solidify those type of things. Because it becomes even harder to try get a team that is at number 10. Where are we going to go after that? So try get us into 8. And if that means simple things, we know that Ditlokwe is not a right back. He's not a right wing back. He can't go up. He loses the ball. He can't play that football. Fine. Just for today, can he play a flat 4 then? Just for today. You had an extra defender on the pitch. You could have had an extra person to cover the wings. You could have an extra person to do certain things in order to make it a little bit easier for us. You know your midfield doesn't like playing the ball or they hide from the ball. Fine. Put Ranga in and play a route 1 ball and hope the chaos that side gives you a chance for the other guys to get into the game. Like, I think what I'm looking for is for somebody who goes, you know what, ne? I found a team that is struggling. Naeonabi, it's not going to be easy to take that team to an A+ team in one go. So now you build, when you're building, you go, okay, iting valelembo. I've fixed the attack. The attack looks a certain way. Iting valimbo bongap. Even if it's temporary. Let's go. Let's move. And the reason why I say sometimes you are unfair is if we're arguing that Coach Nabi is doing well with the attack and the defense is letting him down, he needs players. The coach last year who was doing relatively similar, he was actually doing almost the same, with a defense that was doing well and maybe an attack that wasn't firing. Why didn't we give the same grace to that person? And guys, the last thing I'm going to say before I go, honestly, guys, criticizing, you are allowed to come and criticize a coach if it's constructive. You see, like right now, I'm not sitting here going, Nabi has failed and whatever. I'm saying, you know what, Nabi, you could have done 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's point out the things and say, that one's this, that one's that, that one's that. Maybe we could do better here. Maybe we could do better there. Because at the end of the day, all of us fans want wins. All of us fans want to see our teams doing well. And when we have all of the what do you call it? When you have all of the patience for a coach, can you please also include fans in that patience? Can we please also, give the Chiefs fans, shoot them some bail? 9 years is a long time to not have a trophy. They're allowed, guys, to come out and speak. They're allowed to come out and say, because those are the same fans that were filling out stadiums beginning of the season. The same fans that welcomed Nebi open hands, the same fans that were behind the coach, the team now, that were buying the jerseys, that sell out the jerseys, that do all of these things. They were the same fans. 9 years without a trophy. How many teams sell out kits and do all of those type of things? How many teams have the ability to fill out a stadium? Have the ability, I'm not even talking about anything else. So can we give them some bail now, Bama fans? Good, okay, you are frustrated. We understand your frustration, but Yazin, we're building now. I'd love to see Bobby or Kaizer, whoever, not come out and say, hey, social media is doing this. Hey, these people, we need our real fans. Sometimes now, but we need to be held with kid gloves, Nat, and they need to come to us and say, okay, guys, and understand, Utinyakala and all of that stuff. It's okay. We get it. We hear you. Simleti Lunabi, they should have done more, I believe, in the first transfer window. But anyway, Simleti Lunabi. Now, January, they need to go out and take out that checkbook and then sign all the players that Nabi is asking for. Lastly, can we get some leadership anywhere in the team, guys? Can we get some leadership? I don't want to hear my coach crying at the end of the games. I don't want to hear my players complaining and Abu Bobi and all of those guys. Can we get some leaders, guys? Especially on the pitch. People who can, at some point, tell everybody, guys, please move. Please do this. Please do that. Because these people don't talk. And I think that's a big thing. Outside of the things that Nabi said, these people don't talk on the pitch. They play like they don't know each other. Yeah, sometimes a tactical coach is not working. Sometimes the senior players, Bo Marti, Bo Vuma, and those players that have been at Chiefs for a while, can they speak up and say, Maraka, it's time. You're captain, Anish. But anyway, I can't stay too long, guys. I need to go. We're going to break down the game tomorrow. It will be far less emotional. We're going to break down the game tomorrow as well as the Sundowns and the Pirates games. So please join me. If you have not followed, please follow. 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Also, please support. I will have my full thoughts out in about an hour and a half. I'll have my full thoughts out on YouTube. Please support there. I'm not allowed to be monetized on Facebook and Instagram. They're not letting me monetize on Meta. So the views that matter are the ones that happen on YouTube, because that's where every view is monetized. So if you want to support, please support. Thank you to everybody that has sent gifts. Thank you to those that have sent money to the account. It means a lot. You don't understand, guys. It means a lot for the rente, it means so much to me that you guys are here with me and supporting me. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you then tomorrow at 7 p.m. Bye, everyone.